Hello, internet friends. Welcome to Quests and Chaos. It is Saturday night. We are playing Call of Cthulhu, and I am making jokes about Lamarck's theory of use and disuse. It's a good night already. But right off the top, folks, somebody in the chat on Discord, give us a boost on the channel points thing, because we're so close to getting over there. I don't really know what that means, but if you click the little boost channel points thing, something great will happen.
Don't think Discord has anything to do with it, but
not Discord, the chat on
our lovely chat.
Twitch.
There we go.
Twitch.
All right, start over. Thank you so much for joining us and spending part of your weekend with us. We really appreciate it. Just a few quick announcements, and this week I actually mean it. First off, let's see. I want to sandbag, so I'm just going to say Birds of Paradise, the official dice of Quests and Cthulhu. We roll them. It's all I roll. They're the only dice for me. You should roll them too. You can go to birdsofparadise.com/US or something. I don't know, but you can. It's a GeoCities site. You can go there and you can put in our code. Chaotic, I think, and get a little off your order and get yourself some dice. And I have reason to believe that very soon Kickstarter backers will be getting dice, and I'm very excited about that. It'll be more new things to order. Maybe they'll show up by Monday, because I'm going to need them Monday, because we have a new show starting on Monday. The increasingly misnamed Swords and Sages will be starting this Monday. I am. It's going to be an awesome table. Tiana is running. Tiana, give us the elevator pitch for old Swords and Sages.
Swords and Sages is going to be a group of mishmash adventurers, and boy, do I use that term generously, going through the mystery Candlekeep mysteries. I actually happen to have it right here because I was reading through it.
Not a sponsor.
Whatever. We use D&D Beyond. They're fine with it. But yes, it is a group of adventurers who are solving various mysteries within Candlekeep, and perhaps finding out a few things about the library itself, where there are many magical books. Things go a little odd in the weave.
It's going to be a fun table of people. It's going to be a fun time Monday night. So join us, won't you? Swords and Sages. Just so you know, none of us have a sword. So
that's not true. That's not true.
Somebody I was just going to carry a sword. Just
your lovely wife carries a rapier.
There we go. All right, it counts.
Is a rapier a sword?
A rapier is a sword.
Yes.
It's a 1d8.
Yes, it is.
It's a 1d8. It does as much damage as a long sword with one hand.
Really, I think it was the sage side that the real problem.
I'm going to rebrand everything Bastard Swords and Sages. Bastard Swords and Bastard Sages.
I mean, with this group, it wouldn't surprise me.
So that's Monday, and then we are back Saturday evening to play Call of Cthulhu. Rime of the Frost Maiden is off next week in morning because last episode this afternoon, we lost one of our own, and we had a fatality, and apparently they're too cheap to get a diamond, so
or can't find one. I've been hearing that spell components are freaking hard to find.
We have a diamond, I believe. What we don't have is a spell slot or time.
Well, there you go. What is it? It's cold. You don't need to use. What is it? What's the spell that?
Gentle repose.
Yeah, it's cold. You don't need to use it. So they will be taking a week off to deal with. We have counselors and therapy animals available for the cast to deal with in this.
They are giant elk and giant boar, but they are.
I think some
therapy
quokkas too, but a quokka crossover. And that I think is it for announcements. It's been a while since I've plugged our friends at Nord Games, and I just want to, all this talk about D&D reminds me, don't give Wizards of the Coast money, give Nord Games money. They make D&D products that have actual caring people behind them, and a diverse crew of caring people behind them. So give Nord Games some money. We've got a code with them, I think, you can use to get some cash off on your order, which is very nice.
Which currently works. So
that's right. we've the check cleared, and we are back in their good graces. Last thing I want to plug is last week on my GMing podcast, I had a discussion with the GM of the Transplanar stream. Transplanar actually happened Saturday, like at 3, so it's just ending. Connie Chang, and Transplanar it's D&D, but she watch it just to hear her talk about D&D combat, because she makes D&D combat fun, cinematic, and exciting, largely by ignoring most of the rules. But their house rules really do some cool stuff with 5e combat, and I'm a big fan. And check out Transplanar. It's super cool, and it's a real example of a community, in this case the trans community, not seeing themselves reflected in the gaming world and saying, fine, I'll build it myself, and creating out of whole cloth a whole game that completely reflects that community. And it's really cool to see. I am a big fan. Hey, Redacted Reports is getting down to it, isn't it?
Boy, howdy, are we ever.
That's
Father's Day.
There we go. So that's going to happen on Wednesday. Is Father's Day the cameo episode?
Whose cameo? Oh, no, the cameos are a little bit later.
All right. Well, there you go. Redacted Reports are getting down to it in their second season? Third season? Second. So that happens on Wednesdays, I believe. Yep. So check that out as well. So I have some sad news for everybody. Lawyers got involved. There was the only way we could get Amy out of her trailer was if we agreed that we would get rid of the segment Amy Does Math. It took Amy, what is this, episode 27? It took her 27 episodes to realize that we were laughing at her, not with her. And so sadly, sadly, Amy will no longer be doing that. Happily, Thomas has never realized that we are laughing at him, not with him. And so Thomas is going to do some math for us now. Dance, monkey.
So first off, our patrons on Patreon are amazing people.
They are.
And
most of them.
They support us. Some anonymously, some with wacky names, some with real names plus screen names. It's a whole thing. It's a whole
it's a spectrum.
There it is. We're all on the spectrum together. And
there's an episode.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
And anyway,
what are you saying here?
What am I saying? Thank you, patrons. We really appreciate it. One of those patrons did not want to save the fabulous people on Rime of the Frost Maiden by giving D&D streams cards.
So what are you saying? He intentionally killed Matt's character?
Yes, Ben is responsible for killing Matt's character.
Wow.
Anyway, Squeal the Bard. So each card is worth 2 inspiration coins. So Squeal the Bard asked if he could, instead of giving 3 cards to a D&D show, which would have saved a character's life, gave 6 bits to the players here on Great Dane Society. And these are going to be the special gold coins that we have, because these are going to stick around for the rest of the month.
Those won't go away. I support, by the way, anything that does not give D&D money. So
it's supposed to be Wizards of the Coast not getting money.
Yeah.
Other D&D is fine.
So
Squeal, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that.
So how do those work, Thomas? So I just get to spend them continually?
Well, no. Oh, no.
You said they never go away.
They're not never ending.
At the end of the episode,
it's like the Olive
they
Garden
don't
of
go
bits.
into the Book of Inspiration. at the end of the month, if there are any left over, they will go into the Book of Inspiration.
It's like the Olive Garden, Amy. There's a lot of it, but it's crappy.
Well, have you seen the show?
All right. So those all went to the players because, at least Ben does something right.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh,
Well, we're not going to hear about that in the Discord.
Yeah, it's a little spicy already this morning.
All right. So thank you, Squeal the Bard. That is awesome. If any other patron does want to give their inspiration coins to Cthulhu rather than D&D, feel free to specify that. And you get 2 inspiration coins per card. Now, on to the latest bits that are coming in, which we're going to start with Duke Fleeg with 1,000 bits for the players. Thank you, Your Grace. We appreciate that. Don't forget every Monday. Yes, every Monday, the new author, the Fleeg Hollander author post goes up. So make sure you check that out on the author page on Facebook.
We really got to give him a topic soon. We gotta.
We then have, thank you, Annie. We then have Tamago Tora with 500 to bring back Moth.
Math.
Mothra was unfairly excluded from this.
I want
my Mothman.
I want those 2 weird, tiny little Asian ladies who summon Mothra to show up now. And like,
Oh. That would be
all right.
awesome.
We then have
the return of Moth. Now somehow a moth is gonna come up. in this.
Oh, got you.
No, at least not this episode.
Maybe it's like the eagles in Lord of the Rings.
I
where
was
the
literally
moth
just about
comes
to
and
say
flies
that.
you away.
Yeah.
just take the giant eagles.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
these
it-
are
it's like
not
it-
swimming moths that we. Anyhow, no.
Stingrays, swimming moths.
There you go.
Okay. Ezra, can I
Sturgis.
Is
I
this
think they're
Amy
called.
does biology now? I kind of like it, but
It's
also
going about as well as her math.
I like in the movie basically Lord of the Rings in the movie 1919? Same movie, right?
1918, I think.
1918, whatever Sam Mendes movie was.
Was there
somebody
giant
running
eagles
across
in
the
World
field.
War One that I missed?
They kept
Yes,
they
it's
kept
1918.
Tolkien got it.
they kept like seeing biplanes like fly overhead, and they're like, oh, well, just take the giant eagle. It's right there. Just take the giant eagle.
There is a whole Tolkienite rant that I have, and I will unleash upon you at some
Wait.
point about why you can't take the eagles.
I walk around, I see a jumbo jet. I don't think, well, I can get to Orlando now. That's not how planes work.
I mean, I do think not Orlando. I think I could go places, just not Orlando.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go to Orlando.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
No one wants
Florida
to go to
is-
Orlando.
But like, just because I see a plane does not mean that plane is going to take me somewhere.
give them money.
Yeah, you give them money, get inside the plane, it takes you places.
So basically, the hobbits were cheap, and that's why it took them three.
Don't get me. I will go on the Stephen Colbert level
Oh,
right
no.
now if
Oh,
you get
no.
me started.
Oh no.
For the after show.
Here we go.
Yeah, this week's after show is going to be all Tolkien hot takes. We're going to call it the long walk ruined.
No, we're gonna call it the pointless song about lunch. Sorry.
There was a lot of songs in the book that were kind of pointless,
You
but
mean-
also fun.
Oh gosh.
What
My
about-
bard's coming. The bard's
What
What
coming
about
out, guys.
second Eagles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second Eagles.
All right, so then we
Pointless
have
song about lunch.
we've got Dead Boy 42 with 1,000 bits, one for each side. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To celebrate the last treatment, hopefully, for Live Mom's cancer. So we are crossing our fingers.
Hey,
Fingers
Praying
crossed
together.
hard for you.
Yes. Thank you so much. And yeah, thinking about you. And that honestly that's it. That's the end of it.
well, our happy thoughts and positive energy going to increasingly live mom, and friends, follow us down darker trails. All right, welcome back, friends. So last week, some things were said. Not all of them were meant. There were some words in anger, but we got through it. I think is really the good thing about it. You fled Chicago after disposing of some bodies for Abe's father, for Abe Sr. And you made it to the bucolic little town of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And you had a lovely meal. You met some nice people. You got rooms at a nice little, well, it's a bed. It's just a B. It's not a, no B&B.
There's beer in beds there.
Yeah, there we go. Beer in bed. That sounds, it's a different kind of hotel. And you met a waitress named Irma, who became a close friend of Abe's. And you met a sailor, a captain named Isaiah, who took you out on a boat. First, Jared and Susanna had a little adventure as they wandered around at night along the lake shore, getting to a small little squalid village of really just a collection of huts that you tried to go up to, and a dog seemed to keep you from doing so. So then you fled in the middle of the night, and you got back. And the next morning, far too early, you were on a boat going around, and Isaiah let you know that there were a number of caves that would only show up when the tide was down. And so that night, when the tide was down, you went out and you found one of the cave openings, and a couple of you dove right in with dynamite. And so Jared and Susanna are inside this cave where they found boxes of cans, and inside the cans were small little fish things that seemed to be waiting for the cans to open, and it sprung out and went into the water. And then Jared, you heard some rumbling under the water, and Jared threw a stick of dynamite in and seems to have killed some sort of fish creature. And Jared is currently wiring dynamite as Susanna tries to pull this body closer to her to see what's going on with that. Out on the ship, you have just heard another an explosion from inside the cave, and like it takes a couple seconds for the water to kind of spurt out of the cave, and you're very familiar with the dull roar of dynamite going off in the distance. Isaiah, on the other hand, is not, and is wondering what the hell's going on. And we're going to start on the boat. As the explosion comes out, and the ripple out of the shockwave out of the tunnel is like, the boat is rocking a little. And Isaiah says, "What was that?"
Something bad, that was.
Maybe it was just the first shot across the bow.
They were...
It sounded like an explosion. It sounded like an explosion.
In that cave?
Do you know what's in there? You said there's smugglers about.
Yeah, there's smugglers all over here. But I've heard they maybe have booby traps rigged, but I can't imagine with dynamite.
Yes.
Oh no,
Really?
that's Jared.
Yeah,
That's Jared. We need to get in there and go pick him up.
How close
we
can
need
you
to
get
go
this
away.
boat?
If things are exploding, if they were in that cave, it's probably going to be collapsing.
We got to get him out. We got a lantern. Let's go.
We got to shove this boat in there and hold the cave open.
No, that's not what we're going to do.
Also, I don't think that's how it works.
You can't go in there. It's madness.
It'll be fine.
All right,
Maybe going
everybody
Yeah.
on the boat, make me a dodge roll. Oh, Isaiah's light on his feet.
Oh, poo.
Ooh.
I'm like, what's my My dodge is terrible.
Dodge. Regular success.
Nah, I didn't make it.
All right, everyone who misses it gets knocked off your feet as a have you ever seen flying fish? Like from a boat, like sailing by the water. Flying fish is one of the coolest things you can see, as they sort of just appear out of a wave, and the noise is. But so a bunch of fish just fly out of the water on one side of the boat and fly over to the other, like over the boat through the water, and a bunch of them smack into all of you and knock it. So I guess Elias, you didn't get knocked down, and neither did Isaiah. The other two of you are on the deck. There's a few fish like flopping on the deck still. And Isaiah's like, what the hell's going on? We're getting out of here.
Can't leave them.
Watch me. I'm not gonna die. You're not paying me enough.
Are you gonna scramble or am I
Well,
I'm gonna try and get up and scramble for the tiller.
So you're gonna all right, you're going to
so I'm gonna draw
I've driven a car once.
I mean, I just pull my lever action rifle out and just say we're not leaving them.
All right, when the rifle comes out, like he puts his hands up.
I mean, if things get dangerous, get us out of here, but we need to make sure
Things are dangerous.
He's right. There was an explosion in that cave.
Look, we gotta go.
That's just the first explosion.
We gotta go find them. So give me the lantern, give me the rope. I'll put it around me and I'll go in.
How much rope do you have?
I don't know.
That's a good
50
question.
feet of silk rope.
We're 50 feet from the cave, and I'm not getting any closer. And then you're gonna who knows how far back that cave goes? You're all idiots. You didn't have a plan. You're just like, let's go in the cave. I'm sure nothing bad will happen in the cave, especially since we got dynamite. You're all idiots, and I'm not gonna let you get me killed.
I think I'm gonna knock him out.
Oh God!
I'm gonna try to knock him out.
All right, you make me a fight brawl. He's so surprised that you're not gonna.
Where's fight brawl on here? It's just
Under
25.
ask.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I got some. No, I miss.
All right, so you come up to him with the butt of the rifle, and he's just like, "What? No!" And he backs away. And he will skitter to the front of the boat at this point, and he opens.
Is there a place for him to go down and get safety, or?
Yeah, there is a little under cabin, but he's scrambling to the front of the deck, and he's throwing open a chest, and rifling through it.
Yeah. If you send a flare out, they're just gonna come get us.
Yes, the Coast Guard.
I don't think so.
We got to get them. Who's coming with me?
So I scramble for the tiller or the wheel or whatever.
All right, you get to the wheel, and as you touch the wheel, the boat lurches mightily to the left, almost coming out of the water. Everybody make me we'll call it a dex roll.
Ooh, critical success.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah, I've got
I was ready to jump.
All right, so Jonesy and Isaiah both go over the edge of the boat. Isaiah's going, he's not even paying, he's going through here going, where is it? And he goes, ah, splash. So you and Jonesy, you and Isaiah are now
Ramsey.
in the water. Ramsey, sorry. Thank you.
Oh.
You are in the water, and we cut back to the cave. So, Jared, you are stringing up this dynamite. I mean, it's only 2 sticks, but the main thing you're doing is trying to figure out as fast as possible, but without getting you killed, how long to make the fuse.
No, because remember we talked about that before. You were like, there are 3 metrics you can have. Safe wasn't one of them.
Right.
This is bring the place down the fuse is specifically going to be short.
Okay.
All
right.
We're doing it fast.
All right. So you have then all right, yeah. So you will have that done very quickly. Susanna, you get a piece of wood and you're like pulling this body toward you, and what's coming towards you is like it's almost like a gar was anthropomorphic. This is not some like bloated ponderous fish creature thing. This is sinuous and dangerous and like sharp and teeth and claws, and it looks made for speed and it looks made for eating things.
I'm gonna look down at that and go, well, I don't like any of the side of this. If there's more of them things in the water.
And as you pull it to you, the body flips over, and again you notice that phenomenon of when a part of this dries, it starts to turn to look human, and you see the face of that waitress, Irma.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, you got bad news for Abe. Bad news for Abe.
I would love my fish baby.
This is not Innsmouth. You're not allowed to breed with me once.
So is this a suggestion for a short story?
Yes.
Yeah, the title of Duke Fleeg's next one is "I Would Love My Fish Baby."
I was looking at it, I go,
It was a forbidden romance.
she was of the water, he was of the land.
Yeah. The wrong side of the waves.
He landed her.
Oh.
The one that got away.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you see like sort of half the face of Irma, like looking up at you, dead.
Well, they definitely hide real well among humans. That's interesting. Jared, how's it going over there?
I mean, am I done?
You will be done very quickly. So yeah,
Almost.
you've finished it up, and so you guys are just gonna swim.
Well, part of the desk was being broken apart for something flotation-y. It's get the hell out because this is gonna come down.
All right, yeah, you've got pieces of the desk that you can like use and sort of kickboard.
Yeah, basically like hold it out in front of us as the kickboard.
Yeah, I mean, you're not sure how much faster that is than you're like, kind of elbowing your way along the roof.
Yeah, but one hand's gonna need to be free to hold the knife.
And so you are about to start doing this when you hear weird gargling chanting.
I'm telling you, if I hear Aya Dagon I am out.
No. This.
We're already on our way out.
All right, so you light the thing, and as you are going, it feels like the water level is rising.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna go to initiatives across the entire party, but first, the winner of initiative is the Welcome Inn, who have rated us once again. We got to stop meeting like this. Welcome in. I think Thomas is putting some stuff in there about what's going to happen. I'm sure there's exciting stuff.
Yeah, are we gonna do a giveaway for lovely?
Yeah, let's do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Let's do a giveaway.
So welcome in. We're gonna do a giveaway of, I guess, 2 more of the snifters.
Yes.
Tumblers.
That's what they're called. Tumblers.
What's the difference between a tumbler and a snifter?
The shape.
I was gonna say like $5.
I thought the snifter had a
It's
stem.
probably
so you
closer,
could
it's probably
hold it.
closer to like 30
That
bucks
sounds
because
right.
my sister has some really nice glassware, and those things are like 30 bucks a glass.
I think the snifter has the stem so you could hold it. And
Okay, there we
Tumblers
go.
actually used to tumble. They actually were like uneven, and you could rock them basically.
yeah.
Well, there you go. And snifters, you sniff. So #chaos And we'll do the drawing in a little while, probably maybe right before we go to break. Who knows? Maybe. And you can be entered to win those 2 tumblers. I am now told they are.
That is U.S. only. If the winner is outside the U.S., maybe we'll figure out a Nord Games PDF to send your way.
And we'll email you a picture of the snifters.
There you go.
Yes.
We'll put Sims on them.
We'll screen cap Nick drinking beer out of one. And we'll make it an NFT.
So we're going to go to global initiatives here. And let's see what happens. So 80s.
That's me.
All right. If you are in the water and not a creature of the water, you're going to make a swim roll every round. And if you don't make the swim roll, you have a choice. You can do something or you can stay above water.
Got it.
So 80, Susanna, make that swim roll.
All right. This is one of those moments where it's like, why didn't I put more in than the base?
Given that we have a flotation device, we don't get advantage.
You know what? I'll give you advantage. That's totally fair.
I mean, I'm not going to make it, but
That is one of the base is oh my God, 19. I made it.
All right. So what action would you like to take?
I'm swimming. I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
All right. So you have one distance.
yeah, it sounds like the thing is a decision between breathing, swimming, or both. Is how I'm interpreting it.
Well, if you don't make the swim roll, you you can decide to swim, but you're going to be underwater.
Yeah.
All right. That was 80.
Lots of 70s.
Yeah, there's going to be so also on 80. Let's see here. I'll start with Isaiah because it's dramatically appropriate. You hear Isaiah breaks the surface, and you 4 hear him go, "There's something in these waters." And that is that. All right, Ramsey.
Yes.
You feel something brush against your leg, but man, Birds of Paradise is not being my friend yet tonight. And so that's that. Everybody on the boat, Elias and Abe, you hear some weird, like, gargly chanting.
Can we see where it's coming from?
It is very dark. You did not have any lights on your boat by choice. And so you can, when it comes to your turn, you can like try and listen to echolocate it. All right. In the cave, let's do Jared. Oh, there it is. Jared, make me, you know what? I'll give you a dodge roll.
Nope.
All right. So this is going to be an opposed strength roll, you and I. Oh, man.
Regular success.
All right. I have a regular success as well. So you are briefly pulled underwater as something has a hand on one of your legs, and you feel like claws like breaking into your leg, and you just briefly go underwater. And then the desk kind of pops you back up. All right, and Susanna, make me a dodge roll and make it a good one.
Oh dear.
Spend all the luck.
This is not yet. Not yet. Don't spend the luck yet. Yeah, I got a hard success, but I don't think that's gonna help me.
I got a not 7. Thank you, Birds of Paradise. So you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And you have been pulled underwater.
Okay.
We're never getting out of here. The times we've got 2 minutes of fuse.
So you two, I mean, in the short time you've been dealing with this, it doesn't seem like these things know, like, that you have rigged this place to blow up. They're not trying to get out.
Okay.
They're trying to keep you in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's still bad for us either way.
Fair point. Yeah. All right. So 70s. We have several of them. So we'll start with Jared.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and slash at whatever's holding my. It's still got a hold of my leg, right?
Yep. You have. Oh wait. First, make your swim roll.
Actually, okay. Swim first. Come on. Yeah. Oh, that's a. Did I get? No, it's a hard success though.
All right, you're great. You can either take an action or you can actually with the thing grabbing you, you can't really swim forward, so you take an action, which is to stab it.
Knife would be great, but if it's got a hold on my leg, if I can pull my one leg forward and kick with the other, I think brawl would be
sure. Yeah, fight brawl, totally.
Shaking it loose.
Apparently, they don't dodge well
with the knife. Regular success for fight
All
brawl.
right, yeah, you roll me a d6 for damage.
Yeah, and I don't have any bonuses, so it'll take 3 damage max.
All right, and it lets go. That's
Susanna.
Yeah.
Other 70s. I think Elias, are you a 70? Yeah, Elias and Ramsey. So Elias.
Okay, so do I remember who had the dynamite? Is it Ramsey?
Jared has the dynamite.
No.
Oh yeah, you. I believe it is like in the cabin of the boat, right?
No. I gave it to Elias, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Elias. Okay, so Elias, you have 30 something sticks of dynamite.
No. Most of it's left. I brought 5 with me. I brought 3 in. 2
So you have 2 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I yell out for Ramsey. Ramsey!
I'm in the water.
Yep. We'll see what happens with that swim roll.
All right. I'm gonna prep the dynamite to go over the other side of the boat.
So you're lighting a stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm lighting a stick of dynamite.
All right. Ramsey, make a swim roll.
Ooh. That's a 2. So that is
an excellent swim roll.
Yes.
So I'm
swimming.
The 2, you can you're starting to pull yourself back up onto the boat. Isaiah was not that lucky. All right, that was 70s. So now we go down to Abe.
Okay. So I'm assuming there's some sort of life safety device on here.
There's
okay. What about the 50 feet of silken rope that
there is 50 feet of rope.
Yep. So I'm going to toss that out towards, so if I see Ramsey's getting up there, I'm going to toss that out towards Isaiah.
Okay, make a throw roll.
Is that even a thing here?
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
It's great for dynamite.
Whoops. Well, I didn't make it because it was a 40.
All right, so it falls a little short of him. He doesn't seem to notice it.
I'm yelling, Isaiah, swim towards the rope or the boat, either way.
Rope, what? He's like floundering around. I didn't make a swim roll for him. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Birds of paradise.
You can't see it from over there, buddy.
I rolled 100 for his swim roll.
Oh.
So
I'm not going in to get him.
He is becoming a man of the sea.
He's doing reverse swimming.
Yeah. You throw the rope, and he's like, go towards the rope, and he goes under. All right, back to the top of the lineup. Susanna.
I'm going to try to get this thing off of me.
All right, what are you kicking? Make a swim roll.
Yes, there's that.
And this is not going to have advantage because you're holding onto the desk, but something is holding on to you.
Yeah. They cancel out. Yeah, I didn't make it.
All right, so you can choose to go underwater, in which case we'll get to learn about the really fun drowning rules in Call of Cthulhu. Or you can stay above water. If you go under, you could kick the hand and kick the thing that's on you, that sort of thing.
So if I go under, I could take an action to try to get myself free.
That's right.
My con is not great, and I think that's one of the things, but if I don't get loose, I'm gonna drown anyway. So let's do this.
Okay.
I'll go under, and it has its claws in me, right?
Yeah, you feel like a little bit of. I mean, it didn't get a great purchase
Mhm.
because it didn't get everything in there. But yeah, you feel it's closing around your ankle.
Okay, then I want to like bring myself down with the pole and pull my knife and try to cut it to be like, get off of me.
You're just stabbing at it. Okay, and you can see in the low, there's no light, so but that doesn't bother you. And you see, once you go under, you see 3 of those things. One is at Jared, one is at you, and another one seems to be doing that chanting.
Okay. I'm going to slash at the one that's holding me.
All right, make a knife roll. He sees the knife and he tries to dodge. He's done better.
Well, maybe if you let go. If you let go, he could totally dodge.
That's the
I
problem.
mean, that is a thing. So the Bowie knife uses the fighting brawl stat.
That's right. No, there's fight knife.
I looked it up the last time when we talked about this, and it said that it used as a fight brawl. There's like a fight sword specific skill.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nice.
All right, sure.
Oh, and I'm using my knife from now on. I get slightly more damage.
More damage is good. More damage, way good. Oh, hey, I got a 30, which is a hard success if we're using the fight brawl.
Yeah, we are. Sure. That's
Okay.
So that is max damage.
All right. So Bowie knife has a damage bonus. So it is basically 2d4 plus 2. So 10 points of damage.
You did that. Great. All right. Yeah, you slice this thing pretty severely. There is weird black ichor in the water that like comes up in a cloud, and it lets go.
Cool.
So next round, you will need to make a swim roll to surface.
Okay.
Or you can try swimming underwater, which again will, have other associated comorbidities. Okay. The power roll for the chanter. Okay. And then the one, Jared, the one is going to try and.
I'm going to roll in advance for something bad to happen. You just tell me what it is.
So this is an opposed strength roll.
Oh, it's not. Oh, shame. I was hoping it was dodge.
Your strength is good, isn't it?
He's just like, this thing is like, it grabs you and it starts to like swim down.
But it has to grab me, right? I kicked it off last time.
All right, so then that's a dodge.
Regular success. I mean, it's
all right, you
success,
dodge.
right?
He was confused. He goes to grab you and he misses. That was that. The chanting on the boat. Ramsey, you are. You got a great roll. You're in the boat. Isaiah. Ooh.
Isaiah's offered himself up as like.
Isaiah doesn't come back up.
Oh.
Shoot.
Yeah. There's like a little like frothing in the water. None of you can see in the dark. So you're just, like basically 5 feet away from the boat. You're just like, what's going on? But you hear like splashing and you hear Isaiah, I hate the sea.
He's in a lake.
Yeah, okay. The 3 of you on the boat, make me a listen roll.
Yeah. Regular.
I do. I just don't know. Yep, it's just regular.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I gotta get into these different dice.
Do we want to spend any inspiration? We've got quite a bit of it.
I mean, we're just listening. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not saving lives.
2 of us
yet.
listened.
So with the listen roll, the chanting stops and you hear like there's some sort of rumbling noise coming from deeper in the lake towards you.
Oh, thank God you said deeper in the lake, because okay.
What? So do I know what direction deeper from the lake is, away from the shore?
Yeah, like over the other side of the boat. Like you're essentially parallel to the shore right now.
And I know I'm gonna throw as far as I can the dynamite that way. Or wait, do I just? It sounds really far.
No, it sounds pretty close. It's like a rumbling, roaring kind of, almost like a waterfall sound.
Do it.
Yeah.
Inspire your throw roll.
Yes.
Throw it.
Yes, I will throw at that sound.
What would throwing dynamite at a
Ow.
tsunami do?
Hold on, throw. I'm going to spend.
Oh, so it's not. Oh, I thought it was some sort of
2
horrible
luck.
monster coming up, and that's all the water pouring off. of it.
Yeah. I'm going to spend 2 luck to make it a hard success.
All right. So,
Hope it's not just a wave.
well, funny story.
Uh-oh.
As the dynamite goes spiraling on a perfect throw, and the last thing you see before it enters into a wall of water is a wall of water about 12 feet high, and about 6 feet wide. Just a huge wave is roaring towards the boat.
Dang.
Those of you that made your listen roll, I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Abe's holding rope, right? I mean, I assume it's tied to something, or is Abe?
Abe is no, it's Abe. Don't assume anything.
Okay.
Like he threw a rope out there and he's just holding on to it. You know, he didn't lash it to the deck or anything like that.
Okay.
So the two that made the listen roll, you have advantage on this strength roll to like grab something on the deck as this wave just swamps the boat. Ramsey, you have just a regular strength roll.
All right.
Oh yeah, 18.
7.
So I got a hard success.
All right.
I got a
Great.
success.
All right. So you all hold on to the boat and with everybody okay. So you get a little battered around, but the boat is now like being pushed in towards the coast as this
Perfect.
wave
That's where we want to
hits
go.
it.
Exactly. Now I don't have to drive it.
Yeah, that's all right. So 70s Jackson already went. Ramsey,
Well, I'm holding on for dear life, right?
that is among the things you are doing. Yes.
Dang. Okay. Well, holding on for dear life. Well, okay. So I don't see any ropes or anything else near me that I could tie myself to or anything like that.
All like your rope is being held. I mean, you see like there's rope around that does boat stuff. You don't know what it's for.
Right. But I can just grab some and try to tie myself to this.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
You're lashing yourself to the railing.
Yes.
Okay. There's not. Man, we need rope use. That is a.
Yeah, I have rope use.
All right,
Yeah.
go. You do.
Oh my God, I've got a 40 in rope use.
You need to start doing some lasso tricks.
Yeah.
No, I've only got small. I have some, but I don't have that much.
All right. Well,
Dang,
make me a
dude.
rope use roll.
I didn't even know I had that. Can I switch that out for like Latin or German or Spanish?
Yeah, Spanish would be useful.
No, I
all right,
didn't. I didn't make it.
So you're still like you're kind of just
Yeah.
you're just wrapping rope around anything you can find and like yourself. Not a lot of knots going on yet, but
Right.
that'll come. So you do that. Abe, you're the only one who hasn't acted
right.
this time.
So I'm going to
Oh no, that's we'll get
take control of the boat again and try and go pick people up.
Okay, you're gonna so you go to the wheel, which is now like just spinning wildly. And you grab the wheel, and that will stop the boat was starting to like spin around so you stop that and you now try to figure out how boats move. Usually the waves really help, but in this case the wave did not help. Jared, you just kicked the guy off and he tried to grab you. You are above water. You don't see Susanna.
Yep. So I'm gonna make my swim roll.
Okay, make a swim roll.
Yeah, neither of those make it. So
you can go under and take an action, or you can stay above water.
I'm gonna go under and try and pull Susanna back up.
Okay. Once again, you can see in the dark. So you see as she just like knifes one of those horrible things, and like black ichor starts filling the water. But you'll reach down and you can next round you'll both get advantage on your swim rolls. Okay. Decrement a timer.
We share a flotation device. If one of us can move it forward, and the other one just has to hold on and fight the other one off.
All right, we're back 80. So Susanna, you have an advantage die on the swim roll.
Oh, good. I'm going to need it. The problem with having the base in something. Oh, wow. 14.
All right. So you surface sputtering a little, but you've made it to the surface. And yeah, that was that action. All right.
Well, you can move us forward now, right?
No, because she swam to the surface.
But she made the swim roll, so she gets to. I thought she got basically to swim and do an action.
Sure, you can swim forward. Sure, yeah, you start pushing things forward. It works a lot better if you're both swimming versus one of you pushing this thing along. Mm-hmm. You're the. Well, no, we'll do it after you've both gone. Well, you go ahead, Susanna, and make me a listen roll.
Okay. Ah, 96.
All right, everything's fine.
Everything's great.
In fact, it feels like the water's receded a little.
Man, when you listen so badly that your body follows along, it's great.
No, that's the tsunami. The water lowers. Like everything must be great right now.
Oh yeah, that's it.
All right. What the one's going to try and grab you again, Jared? So you should make a dodge roll.
I can't keep making these. Apparently, I can. Never mind. Regular success.
All right. You So once again, this thing is like all like elbows and teeth, and it's just like this is like a piranha with arms and legs, and it's just like it's fast and it's in its element, and you somehow manage to
with all the black ichor that was released.
There you go. And the third one just will keep chanting. And on the boat, all right. You let's see, strength rolls for them. Yeah, you hear some sort of horrible rending sound coming from the bottom of the boat.
Right. Okay.
It's impossible. It's what it sounds like, this like
ripping the boat apart.
And that'll be them. They hit you with the tidal wave already, so and really the tidal wave didn't do nearly as much as they wanted it to. All right,
blew it up.
Yeah, the dynamite really you discharged the kinetic energy in other directions. That was all right. Ramsey, you've got a 70. This round, if you make the roll, you'll have lashed yourself and you can take an action. If you don't make the roll, then that's what you're doing.
I hear that rending.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie myself to this piece of garbage.
Okay. So now,
flick off.
Now you're untying yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to flick off the rope.
All right. Yeah. You are. Make me a rope use roll. If you make it, you get an action this round.
Yes. 18. Ooh.
All right.
All right. So, do we have any other guns on here? Did people leave their guns up here?
No.
Trying to figure out how many guns we have.
I mean, Isaiah was looking for something in that chest on the front.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if there was something in there that we could use.
I have a rifle and a pistol in a holster. So if, I mean, we're close enough. You could grab it.
Okay.
You've never seen me use a pistol.
Yeah. So I can use handguns. So
So you know, Elias will
No.
just you run up to Elias and grab the pistol out of his holster. Elias, make me a luck roll.
Oh,
It's
boy.
not a fumble.
All right. As you pull it out the holster, like the holster is just full of water.
Still good. Those are silver bullets in there.
How that work?
All right. 70, Elias. You are all of you are soaked to the bone.
Do I still hear the chanting?
Yes.
Can I? How? So it's 2 actions to light and throw dynamite.
I mean,
Or
if you
can
want to do
I-
it carefully.
Nope. I'm just gonna light the last one and throw it right towards the chanting.
Okay, make me a throw roll.
do it.
Hold on. Throw.
Inspire.
Yes.
It's a lot of luck, but I don't know if inspiring would help. 10 luck. I'm gonna spend the 10 luck to make it.
Wow.
Woo-hoo-hoo! That's
Make a
spicy.
breath. Okay.
Now make luck rolls for the rest of the game.
That's right. All right, yeah, you wing a dynamite there. Roll me that 46 damage. Oh, yeah, you made the throw roll. Okay.
It's only a couple ones.
9.
All right, 9. So there is definitely a sploosh boom in the water, and like a geyser of water shoots up. And the chanting does seem to have been interrupted. You might be anthropomorphizing, but you think you heard a surprised fish noise. All right, that was and Abe on a 50.
So have I figured out how this boating thing works? I mean, I was on crew. I understand how to like.
Yeah, you'd feel much more comfortable rowing
Yeah, pretty
this thing
much.
than you would. So
Abe was the coxswain. He just yells at people.
the real
Yep, I'm just gonna let it go.
yeah. The real challenge is like you don't have an outboard motor, and so you're really relying on the wind and the current to go places.
Okay. But
And
I mean,
currently,
even
so
though-
you're being pushed by the residuals of the wave towards the coast.
Okay. So how did we get out? Like, how does this boat actually function? Just out of character. Like
The
is it a
sail, the
sailboat?
sail gets moved
Got
with
it.
the wind to
Okay.
try and use the you tack and that sort of thing to change
Got it.
directions.
Okay. I mean, Abe's of the Ivy League, so he has some idea. Even though he isn't a sailor, he knows how to like.
You've been on a boat before.
Yeah.
You've seen you've seen
Um,
it done. You know that usually it's a multiple person job.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
so I can't do both unless it's possible to find the rope that holds the mainsail and pull it back by me.
Well,
that would be
so
the
one
only-
thing you find
Mhm.
is since Isaiah was often by himself, you see that there's actually a very a sort of ingenious strap mechanism to lash the wheel so that you
Got
can
it.
hold the wheel in place.
Okay, so I'm assuming that the wheel works like for me, like as a player, a car wheel. So I would want to turn it and lash it, and then run and go get the.
All right, so yeah, you turn it to
Mainsail.
where you think is good, and then you lash it, and next round you can run towards the sail. The sail is also how did the
I'm
mast
assuming
do?
it's
Oh, the
fluttering
mast
right
did pretty
now.
well. All right, man, that tidal wave was a real disappointment. I gotta say. Okay. Decrement a timer, and we're back to the top of the lineup. Susanna.
You skipped me again.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
there you
Sorry.
go.
All right. I'm gonna make a swim roll.
All right.
Help me out here, buddy. Come on.
Didn't, so I'm gonna be underwater and just kicking. I'm just gonna try.
Okay.
We have not used any inspiration on swim
What?
rolls yet.
I'm
Oh,
already at advantage.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, but I mean, a reroll is never a bad thing.
You could re-roll with advantage.
Yeah.
oh, I
Do
mean,
it. Do
I'm
it.
probably not going to make it, but I mean, so what? I'm just underwater for a round. I think it's going to be fine.
Just do it.
But next round, I may want that.
Okay.
All right, so you remain underwater. Make me a con roll.
That's why, buddy.
But I move us forward, right?
Does he?
Because oh my god, critical success on the con roll.
All right, yeah. So you managed to take a deep breath and keep your mouth closed before you got pulled under. You got a critical?
Critical.
All right, so I'm not even going to start dealing with the drowning stuff for another round. Like so next round you're still going to have your breath. You're in good shape. Okay. So I just decremented that. Susanna.
I'm just gonna keep moving.
All right, make me a swim roll.
I don't like my odds.
What did you know?
Both.
I rolled a 99.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So you're at advantage.
But your advantage,
Oh, you're
right?
right. You're right. I have advantage. Thank you for the reminder.
That's why I was thinking both of them. Oh no, not both.
It's a fucking 99 on both of them. I have to take a picture of this or something.
Do it. Take a pic.
No.
Take it.
Oh,
Location device
no.
suddenly
This
have
is
less
awful.
resistance or something. Like,
Yeah, Jared, all of a sudden you're swimming forward a lot faster than you thought. Things are really going well.
This whole place is gonna come down on us.
I'm going to
We're
die.
gonna die. 'Cause we can't swim.
All right, so let's roll there. Yeah. So Jared, make me a spot hidden roll.
I don't even want to roll well anymore. I don't care. It's a 93.
All right, yeah. You're like, all right, we're going really fast, and you start like
Jared's
swinging
not that-
forward.
He's not that dumb, and he saw her go down before, so he's.
And Susanna just boom spirals down into the water. And yeah. So that's going to take a couple of swim rolls to deal with that as they pull you down. So Jared, you can do the swim roll. You're right. You didn't notice her get pulled away, but as soon as the resistance changes, you're not that dumb.
Well, this is a.
And I don't say that lightly.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty dumb, but like he's also expecting the worst right now. This is. And don't get me wrong, there's a part of him that's just like, or I just keep going forward because no sense in both of us dying. Is 11 a... Nah, it's not a... I will spend a point of luck to make it into a hard success so I can try to go down and pull Susanna up yet again.
All right, you get a hard success. So there are now 3 fishmen around her. One is very injured and is leaking black stuff, but doesn't seem to be slowing it down.
Do all of them have a grip?
2 of them have a grip on her.
And is one of them that has the grip injured?
Sure. Yeah, you can go after the injured one.
Yeah, with that swim could I have grabbed a breath of air and then gone down and done that, or would I have just? I just would have gone for it. I'm dumb.
Or heroic.
No, I'm all in. I'm all in on this.
All right, so here's what I'll let you do. As you go down, you drew your knife.
Yeah.
To borrow a phrase from Sherlock.
I get inspiration.
Yes. Heroic is by far the kindest word for stupid.
All right. For a moment, I was very excited, and then
there's a lot of craziness going on down there. Who knows who you're stabbing?
Because I saw the 2 zeros, and I was like, "Oh, if this other one is anything but a 0, I will stab Susanna." So I rolled 100.
You just stabbed me. Okay.
Jesus Christ! A 99 and 100.
We've all done it. I mean,
No. That's it. No. No. Hold on. That's inspired. So I just fail because it's not like it goes to the next one. I choose between the 2, right? Or do I go with the last one?
No, you go with the last one.
Oh,
That's
then it's
how we've
100.
always
Yeah,
played.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
All
said
right.
it was a reroll.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop here briefly, and I'm gonna make Jared and Susanna an offer.
Okay.
It's all a dream.
You can, both of you, right now, spend all of your luck,
Oh hell.
and you will be floating semi-conscious out of the blown up remains of this cave as you come out. Or we can continue forward.
But so my impression is I can already spend all of my luck to do that. So let's let this play out even further. What are your feelings on this?
Ooh, why are you making me make this call?
This is you both have to either not take the offer or take the offer. This is a communal decision.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm just saying what I'm thinking right now. So what are you thinking?
I mean, my thought is that we're going to have to make multiple swim rolls in order just to get to the surface to get a breath. Do you have more than the base?
No, but I've got a ton of con.
I don't. I have a 30 in con.
Blackwater did its work on her.
I mean, it depends. Like, I'm still under the impression that, like, if you're about to die, you spend all your luck anyways.
That's kind of what's happening right now.
And it's more fun to kind of, I don't know. I
Nick.
personally like to play it out a bit longer.
No, Nick, that is why he's making this offer right now.
Because you're about to die.
Well, Jared.
I mean, maybe not die.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'll agree to it. I'll go with what you want. I just like that's no fun.
Well, I mean, dying isn't fun either.
So I said,
becoming fish
Here's
people.
the thing. You're the one who's more likely to die in all of this, considering I just
Right.
stabbed you and all that. You know, water under the bridge or water under the cave.
Wow.
Did he?
So
Did he
I
just stab
think
me?
Jared's keeping score, apparently.
No,
so.
I do.
Yeah,
Who's counting?
I think we take it because the best that we're going to get at this point is getting out without being in the explosion when that goes off.
I mean, being underwater when the explosion goes off is kind of to our benefit.
That's true.
But
Oh yeah, as all those cans of little horrible things get blown towards you and knocked open.
I think so. So I think you come from the school of the Indiana Jones in the refrigerator and him getting out of the refrigerator in the end. That's not how that works.
Whatever works cinematically is what works.
Yeah.
Because here's
so-
the thing. Remember that when I was doing that, I stacked all those boxes directly around the dynamite. So
It's
they were
true.
gonna get
You
effed up.
specifically said that. All right. So what is your choice?
I think we take it.
Okay. No, I said I'm going. You decide.
All right. So
Then my luck is 0.
And
yep,
my
your,
luck
both
is
of your luck is 0. And I will when the timer goes down, we'll come back to you. All right. So back at the ship.
I can't reduce it below 1. Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's
it's not letting me do it on the electronic one either.
So back at the ship, you haven't seen Isaiah in a while. Well, I mean, like for 18 seconds, but still. And you know, you've been hit with this wave, and the boat is now like getting into the small cove where this cave was, and is kind of rocking up to the side. As you recall, the shore falls away very quickly, and so you're not sure when you're going to get beached, but you figure that, you know, at some point, unless you like change something, you're going to beach.
And then we could get out.
Sure, as long as the bottom of the boat is not filling with water.
Where is everybody? Because like I'm trying to get the sail to work.
So you are on deck doing this. Elias is throwing dynamite into the water, and Ramsey just ran up to Elias, grabbed his pistol, and like and is looking around.
Yep, trying to see if there's anything coming after us.
All right, so I'm
All the
still
noise you're hearing is from the bottom of the boat.
got it. So I'm still trying to steer the boat. That's
So
what
you're
I'm
not
doing.
going to go do the sail stuff because you've got the
Oh.
wheel lashed.
What do you mean do the sail? Yes, I'm doing the sail
Okay.
stuff. That's what I mean
Beach.
about drive the boat.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
how you drive the boat is you use the sail.
Yep.
Beach.
All right.
I'm not going to beach it. I'm going to
Man, what are we?
swing it. I'm going to do a power slide, swing it around. You're going to pick up Isaiah. Those two are going to come on.
Sheboygan
flip the
drift.
boat. Yep, exactly. And then I'm going to pull hard on the sail, crank the wheel, and we're going to get the GTFO.
This is the Salt Marsh pirate ship all over again.
Pretty much. That's how I drive, my friend.
Let's see. Offer me a roll for this.
A snotty aristocrat. Well, I can't charm the boat. I can't fight the boat. Can't sleight a hand, caress it maybe a little bit.
Need a weight
mean-
of hand for that.
Yeah, I mean, literally, all I have is sleight of hand. I don't know, natural.
All right, let's
world,
call it
gambling.
Let's call it a dex roll.
Okay, that's not bad. Oh, that's gonna need to be a re-roll because a 94.
Oh man,
Yep,
Good.
yep, 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 yep,
Seconded.
yep.
I would have loved to. With a fumble, Abe's like, hold on, let me just stick this knife in here to hold it in place.
We're dipping in. Wait, no.
No, we got regulars still.
Yeah, you still got.
Yes.
Okay, that's better. A 47. What did I want? Oh yeah, out of
Under
50.
50.
So yeah,
All right.
I'm 3 under 50.
All
I
right,
made
great.
it.
So yeah, you now. Are you trying to go back out to water? Are you trying to go towards the shore?
What I'm trying to do is so knowing boats, like I want to get control of the boat and swing it around so that people can get on board. Like I'm just trying to get the butt of the boat perpendicular. How about this? The bow or the stern of the boat perpendicular to the shore so
Okay.
that people can climb in the back and then we can go.
All right, so you got a regular success. So it is starting. It's a slow kind of sloping turn.
Especially since I've got to go back and forth to like.
Yeah. You're getting your cardio. But you're slowly getting it around. You feel like the boat is listing to the lakeside at this point.
Uh-oh.
All right. So
Elias,
Abe
grab a
and,
bucket.
Elias, what are you doing? Are you
Um,
you've just thrown some dynamite? You see Abe is running back and forth, like trying to get the boat moving.
All right, I am going to. I wish I could see in the dark. So I am going to.
It's always better to not see in the dark.
Grab a lantern and go down and see what's underneath. Like,
All right.
see-
You grab the only lantern that is on the deck of the boat.
Oh,
Well, if there's only one, then I'm not gonna. And obviously, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's only the one.
I'm gonna-
You guys.
I'm just gonna help.
specifically-
I'm gonna help Abe.
Thank you.
I was going to say we need the
Not
lamp
touching
to see the people coming,
Yeah.
right?
All right,
Yep.
so you're at the wheel. Abe is doing the sails. Ramsey, what are you doing?
I'm going to light the lamp so they can find us.
Okay, who do you want to find you?
Well, Jared and Susanna.
Okay, yeah, you light the lamp. All right.
And I have my gun. And the
Yeah, you've got a very wet gun pointed, ready to go. And you keep hearing like rending noises from down below.
We gotta beach this boat.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there is a large explosion. Kabloom from inside the cave. And about 15 seconds later, a pressure wave comes roaring out of the cave from the explosion. And all three of you make me spot hidden rolls.
Well, it's more than just the explosion because it's the cave coming down and displacing all the water in there.
That is also, that is part of the wave.
I'm going to spend 1 luck so I can have a ultimate success.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've got an extreme success.
All right, so you two clearly see tumbling out of there, Jared and Susanna. They're apparently unconscious, hopefully unconscious. It's the best you could hope for in this case, bodies.
Okay, so where's Elias?
You both got, with ultimate success, with extreme successes,
Extreme.
that's not the only body that is coming out of there.
Is Isaiah someplace around here that we can grab him too?
You have not seen Isaiah in a little while.
Ugh, how am I going to explain this to the authorities? It's the second body in a week. Ugh.
I think that is an evergreen title of our episodes. How am I going to explain this to the authorities? So yeah, that is not the only body that has come out of there.
Okay.
All right. So I'm screaming, there they are, grab them. And then is there like a fish hook or something? Like, is there a big hook around here someplace?
How better to get a body out of the water than just stab it with a
I'm
hook?
just saying.
She got from the slaughterhouse. It's like,
No, it's just.
oh,
God.
Ramsey's a big, strong guy.
Yeah, I can hold the rope if one of y'all want to go out and do it.
Yeah. I think
No. I can. I'm a big strong person, and I got a little swim. So.
So you see their bodies come out, and there's some debris and stuff like that. And your boat is clearly sinking.
Elias, get the bucket. Start bailing.
let's get this to the shore.
Elias, get the bucket. All right, Abe, make me another dex roll. At this point, you really wish one of you knew actually how to sail.
Yeah. Nope. 71
All right.
does not do it. And it's
So
not
it
even
is still, you're still like, the boat you were trying to like make it perpendicular. And as you made this turn, you like turned into the hole in the side of your boat. And so it is like, the boat is now listing to the right.
Ah, crap.
How far are we from the shore?
You're actually a little farther now because of the turn. But, you're maybe, like I said, you're maybe 50 feet away. So it's not that bad. Why, if nothing was trying to pull you into the water, it would probably be easy.
Elias, what are you doing?
I am turning a sail to shore.
Oh, I didn't know you were helping me. I thought you were, I don't know what you were doing.
I thought you were at the wheel. Elias. I thought
said that
Abe
I
was doing the
helping.
sails.
Oh, that's fine. Then I'm going to turn the wheel towards shore.
All right. Okay. Ramsey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go get the rope, and I'm calling and see if they are conscious, unconscious. I'm calling out, Susanna, Jared. I'm gonna throw the rope out because I can hold on to it.
Jared's face down with just bubbles coming up.
Make me a throw roll, Ramsey.
Ooh, 14. That's good. It's just good.
All right. Something has grabbed your rope.
All right.
That you definitely like got something that has a hold of your rope, but you don't. It's dark. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
Are you gonna pull it in?
Someone's finally going to save Isaiah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna pull.
All right. You pull it in. Make me a strength roll. Let's see if you can get it in there. All right, you pull it in, and you see as it comes up close, you're leaned over the edge. You see Susanna is grasping a piece of, looks like a part of a desk or something, and just almost instinctively has a grab of the rope, and in her other hand has Jared.
All right.
And so you can start pulling them on. All right, Abe and Elias, this is your chance to either get the boat beached before it sinks, or finally be on that sinking ship you've always wanted to be on. So
are you fighting?
No, I'm running the sails, my friend. I'm looking for a bucket now at this point.
yeah, you might be beyond bailing. The problem is it's all in the bottom of the boat.
So I'm turning this towards shore to try and
beach it.
All right, so let's go with a dex roll for Abe and a strength roll for Elias. And I'm looking for a total of 2 successes here.
Oh, damn, 7. That's like an extreme success.
That's a hard success.
All right, so yeah, you guys, Abe's country club life comes into. Abe finds a captain's hat, and that's what finally does it. And so yeah, you are able to beach this boat as Ramsey pulls Jared onto there. Susanna and Jared are both just like flopped on the, spitting out water as they're going. And you can make it to shore.
Yes.
Do we want to? Were there any what are the flares?
We're gonna go grab that box that he was.
I mean, you can look in the chest that was at the front there.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking out, I mean, actually, is Susanna awake?
They are both unconscious.
Okay.
I say we just grab that box and get the heck off of here.
Well, we want to shoot off a flare so that.
Well, I know, but do we want to do it from the boat or from the shore?
Do we? We don't need help. We just need to get the hell out of here.
No. It's part of the cover story, my friend. You shoot off the flare, say the boat lost control, which it did. Isaiah got knocked over. Whatever. There was a tidal wave. Isaiah got knocked over. The boat
Isaiah
lost
was
control.
throwing dynamite all over the place.
I just like how you're going to explain a tidal wave in the lake.
Yeah, not a lot of tidal waves in Lake
happens.
Michigan.
I don't know.
Someone ripped out the bottom of the boat. They can see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All I know is that if we don't shoot off a flare, we'll become more suspicious.
Well, Jared's not conscious.
No.
I say we get
explain to you some of the problems with what you're suggesting.
Yeah, let's get off this boat.
Get off this boat.
Yep.
And then tie up the thing and send it out to sink further, or it's already sunk. It's full of water.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Fine.
Let's get off the
I'm
boat.
walking home. Whatever.
Can we
All right,
grab
so
the
you-
chest? Is it big? Is it small?
You grab the chest, and you hear from the beach. You hear a voice say, "Put that down. That's mine."
Woo! We don't have to explain another dead body.
Well, it's nice to see you too.
No, we're so happy to see you, sir.
And Isaiah is coming from the beach, looking pretty beat up and clawed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's a hidden fish person.
You don't know that. Actually, you don't know any of it.
He did get pretty soaked.
Yeah. So he comes up and he's like, "What have you done to me, boat?"
Didn't, dude. There's something in the water.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's the fish people things.
What?
I've seen things that I don't understand or like, but something tried to drag me under.
They did try to drag me under too, and something bit your boat, looks like. Did you see that tidal wave? That was not something that had just happens.
It's true. Well, we've got a bit of a walk to get back to Sheboygan. We best be. Oh, what happened to them?
They got pulled under, so we need to get them someplace safe. You don't want me to take your chest? I can leave it here. I just was going to try to save it.
The only thing, there's only flares in there.
All right.
Maybe some rope.
Because we could have called for help.
I was trying. But wait, let's go back to where you pulled a gun on me.
Elias.
Okay, let's not. Let's all get off and get back to town.
I'm off. I'm on the shore, and you ruined my boat, and you pulled a gun on me. So you're paying for my boat.
Didn't ruin your boat. You saw there were other things there.
We'll pay for the boat.
I was gonna leave until the rifleman there decided I couldn't
We
and
had to
held me
stay.
at gunpoint and tried to hit me.
I did. Yes.
So you're paying for the boat.
I'll pay for the boat. I will absolutely pay for the boat. We need to get these two to Sheboygan.
Yes, we do.
Doctor.
Let's go.
Can
Can we do first aid or something?
yeah.
Just to make sure that they're cool.
Sure, yeah, you can both make first aid rolls to
Right.
see how they're doing.
I kill
3, 0, 3.
I killed them.
No, I did.
No,
I got 0, 3. So I am.
So they are unconscious. They have definitely taken on some water. They are
Like,
bruised and
okay.
battered, but it seems like they are
They're still. Yeah.
shockingly okay.
Well,
In what could only be described as a stroke of luck.
I'll say I can carry
A lot of luck.
Susanna. You
A
guys
stroke
carry
of a
Jerry.
lot of luck.
How
Can
many
y'all
points
can
is
y'all
that?
carry Jared? I can carry Susanna.
What's Jared's size?
60. Just
Oh.
a little on the heavier side.
I mean, you
I-
and I could probably carry Jared together.
Yeah.
Yes, Isaiah has no interest in helping you all do that. He's he's thinking about going back on the boat to get like anything he can off of it, but the boat keeps making these like groaning like noises and
Well, we could get something off for him. Oh, he wants to go down below or something, right? Oh, okay. No.
all right, so you will trek. It takes you about, it's like a 3-hour hike with with equipment to get back to Sheboygan. About 2 hours into the hike, Jared and Susanna start to come to, and they can walk, but they definitely are not speedy or anything like that.
What happened in that cave?
Oh.
Ugh.
You got Jared's patting to see what he has on him. You got any of the fish babies?
What?
I'm gonna like pat the front of my shirt where I would have shoved one of them, but it's probably
Nope.
yeah.
What do you mean fish babies? Is that like a candy?
I think those
Swedish
are called,
fish?
Swedish fish babies.
Yeah,
I think
Swedish
those are
fish
called
babies.
jelly babies, but no, we found a bunch of cans in crates in there, and when we opened one of them, little fish thing came and leapt out and jumped on Jared's face.
They were live fish in there.
They were live fish babies.
They're the sea creatures. They're shipping them. They're using the smugglers to move them around, get them to other places.
That's what that was grabbing at me, was a fish person.
Yeah, got a pretty good look at them in there. Kind of wish I didn't.
So do you think the spawning
Is-
ground then is straight down?
So
From where we
I mean,
are.
of things that I
Mission
recovered,
accomplished?
Ezra, is my knife still in Susanna? Did we manage to recover?
We never did that.
I don't know if I took damage from that.
I would have
No, no.
seen that with the
Oh no,
first
that was
aid.
the dump of luck. That was the okay.
Right. No, your knife is actually in the fabric of the back of Susanna's shirt. It is like stabbed into the fabric.
I'll just take that back. Good, because just about everything I had on me, I've chalked up as a loss, but I've still got the
You
knife.
got the knife.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm down everything that I had on me.
Yeah. When you start talking about fish people and stuff, Isaiah speeds up walking to like try and get away from like to not be in earshot.
Did they get my poncho from the boat? Did my poncho
No.
stay on the boat?
Your poncho's on the boat.
Well,
Says
we
it-
would have grabbed their
It's my
stuff.
duster.
Would you have?
Would
You were
you?
getting off that boat pretty quickly.
God,
And
I
I'm
go
assuming
for
we have to
ponchos.
climb.
Well, we definitely wouldn't have left any firearms behind.
No.
Right. Right.
course
But
not,
I didn't
I
see
mean-
any. I didn't see any ponchos, so I think it fell off when
The tidal wave.
Yeah, the wave took it.
the wave took it.
Oh, and we're both barefoot, Jared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're all cold and barefoot and miserable.
And
Only some
exhausted
of you are barefoot.
because we didn't sleep the night before. Tomorrow is-
Or and just like if any of y'all need us tomorrow, don't.
They're gonna drink redacted reports amounts of coffee.
Yeah. There's gonna be a thermos about the size of a torso.
Isaiah, so you get back to Sheboygan around 3 a.m. And Isaiah demands a written IOU for the boat.
Yeah.
Well,
everyone
Elias,
looks at
that's-
Abe.
No, I'm looking at Elias. I didn't blow up the boat
I'm the one who pulled the rifle on him and tried to knock him out with it.
and also decided to beach it.
It was. It's going to be easier to. I don't know. Is it easier to get a boat off the beach than deep sea?
Beaching it was
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
beaching
yeah.
it is probably the way that you guys didn't have to swim. So
Yeah.
And then you don't have to go dive down and get the boat.
Yeah. So we need to figure out hopefully how much it's going to cost to.
Well, Susanna are
to
just
build me a new boat.
getting changed, and we're out of here, right? We're not staying for this. We're
Yeah, Jared and Susanna just go to their rooms.
Yeah, just
Does-
basically like because I imagine that like the bottoms of our feet are really raw at this point. Just like if y'all need us, don't.
Yeah.
Go to bed, strip down, hang everything out the window, crawl into bed, wrap up in a cocoon of blankets, and try to stop shivering.
Isaiah, did you stay on the boat? Did you live on the boat?
No, that was one of that was the I have the boat and I have the ship. I live on the ship.
Gotcha. Okay. So you've got.
And I'm happy to rent the ship out to you. But it's gonna cost. I'm gonna need a deposit.
Yeah. Let's worry about finishing the boat deal before we move up to the ship. Let's figure out how much it's going to cost.
I'm gonna go get some food. You fools figure out what you're gonna do. And I think we're gonna go on a break.
Oh,
Do
do
we
we
wanna
want to
do-
roll for
do we
the
want- Well, that's what do we want to do the so last chance #chaos to be entered to win a tumbler from the Silver Bullet. 2 of them actually. Sorry, I always make it a single. And we will I guess we're gonna do that before the break.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just
Right.
go
Oh,
ahead
very
and do it
excited.
right now.
Nightbot, do it.
Nightbot.
Do it, Rockapella.
Mr. Add Up must be
Mr.
present to win. So you have to message us or I'll whisper you.
That is not a name I'm familiar with. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Oh. I hope it's gonna make a stupid math joke. But
Anyway, we'll figure that out
congratulations,
during the break.
Mr. Add Up, who
Is
is
present.
Excellent.
And then one-
We've got 2 tumblers coming your way as long as you live in the continental United States. And if you live in Quebec, may God have mercy on your soul.
I'll whisper you in just a second, and we're gonna go to break.
All right, we'll be back just as soon as 6 people can use 5 bathrooms. Boy, that's going to be weird on Monday.
Right?
Fritos are wonderful.
Welcome back, internet friends. And, I think our next Patreon special is just going to be watching Amy eat Doritos. It was a magic moment.
It was like it was like watching a wild animal go tearing through.
I mean, this is like coming to the office is like going to a candy store, essentially. There's unnamed gummy snacks.
Unnamed gummy
There's
snacks.
unnamed triangle Cheeto, like cheese flavored items.
Nope, there's also Cheetos.
Yeah.
Frito-Lay, you're welcome to sponsor us.
Fritos are the best. Fritos are my all-time.
No, the Fritos are the worst.
Oh, I will take all your Fritos.
I like
That's
Doritos,
good.
and I will totally fist fight over the Cool Ranch ones.
I don't mind Doritos. Doritos are fine, but Fritos, man. Fritos are a Texas tradition.
Mm. Oh yeah, Frito pie came from there, didn't it?
Frito pie.
Mhm.
It was a school lunch when I was a kid.
Whoa.
Like, real Frito pie.
In the 1800s?
Not that old. I am almost. So congratulations, Mr. Adup, on your tumblers, and we are back. And so you wake up the next morning, and it is a gloomy. Well, all right, some of you don't wake up the next morning.
Nope.
But you, it is a gloomy day. There's a cold wind blowing off of the lake, and you were starting to think about like what's going on here, and so maybe once in the afternoon when Jared and Susanna are starting to get hungry, you can all sort of do some strategizing and figure out what your next step is.
If so, Jared had mentioned that there's like cans of something that we need to go back and try and find. So
That's a 3-hour walk. Let's not be hasty.
And my poncho.
no, but so in the morning I'm gonna hike out there, jog maybe.
By yourself?
Yeah, myself and a rifle. Unless you want to go with Abe, you should come with. You gotta be my wingman. In case there's any fish people out there.
Fine. I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk 2 steps behind him and just complain the whole time. It's cold. This is why ponchos were made.
This is why.
Yeah. So I'm going out and gonna try and find a can of something.
All right, so you head out to and you have a vague idea of where it is. You do not see any boat.
Okay. What about by the shore, by that cave thing? Is it?
Well, the cave is underwater, but you're pretty sure where you're pretty sure that you're at the cove where the cave was.
Does it
there are
look like
blood.
the
You
boat's
you
just-
see some blood stains that look familiar, and that's really.
Well,
But
I'm gonna.
and you think you see some evidence of like where the boat beached and was kind of pulled back into the water.
Well,
Go on down there.
Yeah, right by this cave. I'm gonna go and jump in with my skivvies and try and.
So you jump in the water.
It's not that deep, is it? Like right by the cave entrance?
It goes very quickly down. But I mean, who knows you're a little worried about what's in the water.
Yeah.
What month is it? September, October?
It is October. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
cold.
it's cold. Okay, so
You're
I'm
not jumping in the water.
No.
What are you, nuts?
You know what? I would have. Would I have gotten a fishing net? That would have been.
No, you would not have gotten a fishing net. You're gonna grab a stick and you're gonna go poke around in the water like little
No,
4-year-old.
we're gonna go back. We're gonna fishing, and we're gonna come all the way back here.
All right.
No, I'll grab a stick and like poke around and try and see if there's anything metal that I hit or something.
All right. So you
Any-
start poking around with a stick and make me a luck roll.
Wow, that's just mean.
That's why I'm not there.
That's a negative.
All right, yeah. You don't you like poke around and you don't really see anything.
You know, we could inspire that. Just
Do
saying.
you want
Abe,
to?
Abe, do you wanna also?
Well-
Here's a stick, Abe.
Sure. Whose luck is better?
Yours by 5.
That's not saying much. Okay, so I'm gonna try. I'll be like, you're doing it wrong.
Abe grabs the stick.
Oh, I got a 5. What do I find? Riches and fame?
All right, you dislodge, you like jam.
I find
you're-
Irma. I'm gonna be so upset.
Oh no!
Oh,
Man,
That would have been if you failed the luck roll, right?
Nobody told us about that.
If you hadn't found Isaiah, you'd find him now. So you go down there and the stick gets caught on something, and you pull it up, and it's Jared's poncho.
Oh, damn ponchos. Fucking
And
everywhere.
As you like pull it up, it's quite heavy because it's waterlogged,
Full of
and
water.
flop it on the ground. An open can rolls out of it.
Sweet. There's your
I'll
stupid can
jump-
of evidence.
Jump for the can.
Yeah, you grab it. It's
Open.
got so you look at the can and it has a label.
Mhm.
And it purports to be anchovies. And it is bottled by the Starshore Cannery out of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
It's not Blackwater Creek.
Not Blackwater
Anchovies.
Creek. No.
All right, well, let's take this. Let's get this.
What is
crap
it?
back. Starshore Cannery. All right. Do we have to take the poncho back? Here, you carry the poncho. I'll carry the can.
All right, I'm gonna wring it out as much as possible before
You
hauling.
carry
it
the
back.
poncho. I'll carry the can.
Stand
We
back.
haven't had enough
can.
poncho titles.
Oh, before the show, I wrote down he's a poncho dresser because I was like, I know it's not in show, but man alive.
So yeah,
What?
I don't know, Abe.
What? I mean, we've
Why
got
did-
the can, we've got the poncho.
This is now the
what
third
else do
time
we
you've made this hike. You're really getting sick of this walk.
got? Mhm.
Yeah.
I think we should get a horse.
A
did you say?
seahorse.
What?
Don't
What?
like that laugh.
I think we should get a horse.
Okay.
I mean, if we ever have to come back.
I feel like the horses die around us.
Well, that's bound to happen. So do prostitutes. Let's go get lunch.
So you make it back, and there's a beautiful scene where Jared is reunited with his poncho.
It stinks like fish.
Oh,
and
never
butter.
Yeah, it-
you alone again.
Was this your dress poncho or was this the warm weather poncho or was this the waterproof poncho? Which one?
Oh, there's not a waterproof poncho.
Not
No,
yet.
because I bought one here, right? Wasn't the waterproof ones here?
Oh yeah, no. So this is it. It was like oilcloth basically. So yeah, this one, it was water resistant. Being submerged in Lake Michigan for a night did not do it any favors.
To steal a phrase I heard elsewhere, resistant does not mean proof.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't smell good. It's got a weird fishy smell to it that you don't like much.
That's just a Sheboygan smell, right?
Although it does have a very kind of comforting hint of dynamite smell to it as well.
Oh, okay. I rub a stick of dynamite on it to really. No, I'm gonna wash it. Get it washed.
Comforting hint of dynamite would be a good title.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Man.
I don't. So you by now it's getting towards evening, and you've had a couple of good meals. Susanna and Jared are starting to feel human again.
I do go and tell Isaiah that his boat seems to have been dislodged.
Good. I didn't want you trying to repair that one. You're buying me a new boat.
Oh. How much do boats cost?
A lot.
How much you got?
Okay. If it's just what I got.
You're a writer.
Published.
Dynamite, a fragrance by Jared.
I would suggest it as a scented candle, but I'd be afraid of the results.
Yeah.
The candles are, yeah. Oh, it would have to make noise like that. Yeah. So I'm going to have to tell the whole story though about how I saved Jared and Susanna and how great that was.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah, this is the third time she's told you both, by the way. This is...
Oh, and as soon as I see the other two coming back and be like, oh, good, come on over here. I've got a.
Jared and his poncho run at each other slow motion.
And I'll let them.
The poncho's like flapping.
I'll let them have their
Spin
moment.
a little bit while we embrace.
Lift it up, spin around.
Flinging water and
yeah, I can see it.
Elias is like, why am I doing this?
I know you. That's a deep cut.
Ooh.
But I do want to tell the three who didn't see that we saw. I'm going to make sure that we're alone and off in a secluded corner somewhere.
You've not gone back to Irma's restaurant yet.
Nor do I intend to. And I don't think they're going to want us to either after I tell them what I'm about to tell them. So when we were in the cave, we dealt with the fish thing that flew at Jared's face, and we did so by dropping dynamite into the main pool section. And when we did, I didn't see a body of any baby, but there was an adult that floated to the surface. And we were able to get it over to shore. And turns out when their skin dries, they look human.
So anybody in this town could be a fish person. We just have to start spraying everybody with water.
And it's entirely possible that you might not recognize them pretty much at all, because the one that we saw in there was Irma.
What?
I just get out my little notebook and just like make a check mark and then close my little notebook and put it back in my pocket.
Is the check mark ones that have died?
Gentlemen never tell.
Hopefully you'll never find out.
That would require me getting into bed with Abe, and no thank you. I don't ride the village bicycle.
There is a story in that notebook. It could be cracked wide open.
Oh.
Nope.
Too many STDs in that can.
I guess we learned that Abe is not a licker.
I'm sorry, where were we?
Check, please.
But dang. So those things that were like clawing at us in the water, those were all fish people.
Yeah, if I had to describe them, I'd say spiky eels. They were, but human looking. Well, human shaped, sort of.
Spiky eels.
Here's another weird thing. They can cast spells.
What?
One of them was chanting down there in some kind of language. I heard some like Aya thing.
Yeah, one of them conjured a tidal wave. I thought it was a monster at first, so I threw dynamite at it. Turns out it was a wave of water.
Right thing.
Oh, I thought I thought the dynamite made the wave, not the wave made the dynamite. Got it. Okay.
Honestly, I think the dynamite helped. I don't know why, but I think it could have been a lot worse than it was. Maybe that's how physics works. That's all I know.
Sure.
All right.
So, short of going around and then dumping a bucket of water on everyone in this town, which I am tempted to do, I don't think we're going to be able to tell who's one of these fishy people.
But we do have a can, right?
Yeah. So I pulled the can out and I'm like, we did get evidence.
I'm gonna hide it from view, if just to make sure no one can see.
once you started talking about dead people and Abe checking things off, nobody's coming. You've stopped getting beverage service.
Yeah. I take the can and I'm like this. Do I hear anything flopping around on the inside?
No, it's open. The can is open.
Oh, it's open, so there's nothing in it. Got it. Okay.
Well, I mean, if they're canning in Green Bay.
How much dynamite do you have, Jared?
If I have a little under 40 sticks left.
Is that enough to wire an entire building? I feel like it should be.
Well, maybe it would be smarter to watch this this canning factory, see who's going in and out.
And what sorts of areas they're using to come in and out? Because if these fish people are working with them, I imagine there's some sort of aquatic entrance.
Well, but do they need the water if they can walk around like people?
I got the impression that they were much more comfortable in the water. They were fast little fuckers.
Well, I mean, if these are, just trying to think.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
So they're making baby fish, putting them in cans, shipping them out everywhere, and then people are raising the fish babies?
They can just move them in any body of water as long as they have someone there to rear them.
Yeah,
And
but
make-
without the parenting, without a strong hand of parenting, I mean, they're just going to go astray. That's Ramsey's point. Is
Well,
Yeah. They'll start living on land like normal people.
maybe
if
they
you
have
don't-
really deeply
In the
ingrained
lake.
instincts.
if you don't discipline your sea monkeys,
You'll have a circus.
aha!
Why do I play games with you guys?
I don't know.
Because we're so cute.
By the way, I beg you, do not Google disciplining sea monkeys.
Eee.
Bing it. Oh, by that much.
You, so that you have a case to make your FBI agent pay you.
Mhm.
So, I mean, what is the play here, right? I mean, we're supposed to disrupt or destroy
thought
the
we were-
spawning ground.
Exactly. So where is that? Do we think it's close to the cave or do we think it's close to the cannery?
Green Bay.
If they're spawning and they're getting their fish babies to the cannery, so the cannery is the next place to check. As long as we disrupt them getting their fish babies out.
Maybe a small victory is better than a total win.
Well, and I would imagine that they wouldn't bring the baby. I don't think that they're spawning here, taking the babies to Green Bay, and then bringing the crates back. So the spawning ground, maybe the Earth people got their information mixed up, and
They know they would be right that the babies are being moved out from here, so that would make sense.
Well,
right.
I mean, also,
that the smugglers are moving the crates from here.
there's no reason why you couldn't just say the cannery is in Green Bay when it's in these caves here in Sheboygan.
You'd need a pretty substantial amount of machinery to make those cans. I
Yeah.
mean, they're well made.
They survived dynamite explosions.
You have to print on tin
That is
and
the
all
real
that stuff.
tagline of them. Dynamite proof.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, some of them were with us, so we don't know how well they actually.
No.
Well, you know what? We'll get a stick of dynamite. We'll take this can.
Some tests.
Science.
I mean, science is all about fucking around and finding out, and then writing it down.
So yeah, you've got there's the three parts of this enterprise. There's wherever they're spawning, there's the getting them to the canning place, and then there's the smugglers getting them out.
Yeah.
And you figure if you can disrupt one of those,
Yeah.
that's a partial win.
Well, if we can find this this cannery, and if we can get in and have a look, see if we can figure out where that particular line of cans is being canned.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, it's above ground.
Yeah.
Going
I-
on.
Not underwater.
Not at
I
all.
have this very strong feeling that I have run out of luck for a while.
I've got this feeling that I'm down a lot of luck.
So you can, it's a quick, 2-hour train ride to Green Bay. And that's the end of the line from Sheboygan. So you can easily, get on the train and head there.
You mean Sheboygan's the end of the line?
Sorry.
Green
No,
Bay.
Sheboygan. So again, Sheboygan is like here. Green Bay is like here, kind
You
of.
still go north, and then
Yeah.
you would have to go west to get around.
Yeah, train's gonna be better than ship because you'd have to go around the.
Yeah, the train is much faster than
Faster,
taking.
yeah.
Yeah. Do
All
we
right.
want to take the last train out, or should we wait till the morning?
And probably less fish people on a train.
Yeah.
You
I
sure?
do not need that again.
Unless they weren't raised correctly.
Yeah, unless
In
they're
which
canned
case,
fish
those
people.
Those wayward fish people live in train lives.
Fish hobos.
Oh, that's a story I want to write sometime.
Yeah, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Duke
There-
Fleeg, fish hobos.
I actually want to write that now. That'd be kind of fun.
Fish riding the rails. Some poor hobo like jumps a train and there's just a 6-foot fish sitting there with a can over a fire.
Like, next stop, Green Bay.
My home, sweet home.
All right, so
Coming back to visit family.
So
Rain.
you're probably going to need to spend the night again here.
Yeah.
Oh no!
do we need to pick up any supplies? Any
Well, yeah. It would be
Boots.
nice.
Like
Yeah,
what?
shoes.
Yeah. Boots, any kind of, we may have to wait until we get to Green Bay for us to replace our my pistol anyway. I think I left the rifle and the shotgun in the hotel room.
I believe that is the case. Yeah, you just took your
I
pistol.
think is it the same for me as well?
Yeah, you didn't take your long long bore stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not gonna
have my
miss the.
I have my rifle. I give Elias back his gun.
Cool, thank you. And when I get it, I'm just kind of looking at it. It's got a little bit of like lake film on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't clean it.
there's like a piece of seaweed hanging.
Times like this, you miss
Lakeweed.
Jonesy.
It's lakeweed, Ezra.
Lakeweed, that's right. So yeah, you spend the rest of today like doing some shopping, getting some stuff, and you get like you're buying firearms and stuff, so you're gonna spend a total of like we'll call it $30.
But I am able to find a pistol here.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
And Elias, how much do you give, what's his name? How
Well,
much do you give Isaiah?
I wonder if it lists. Let's see if the Down Darker Trails rulebook lists a boat.
it
Boat-
might.
An Old West boat.
I mean, it might. Where do we have a book here?
Yeah,
They only have
that's what-
steamboats.
Oh, there you go.
How much does a steamboat cost?
No, I'm kidding. I have no idea, but I would be curious.
Boat in 1870.
Yeah. Google that for me. How much does a
$24 per ton. Don't ask me what that means.
$24 per ton? Interesting.
Yep, it says 18.
Sold. Let's see. Stagecoach.
Yeah, not seeing.
No boat.
How much does this? Why can't I find the darn? I'm just gonna look at every page in the book
Like a
instead
heavy
of using
wagon.
the
Yes,
table.
this is
of
going to be
contents.
our new thing. Look it up
It's,
in the
a,
book.
it's a heavy
No.
wagon with a sail. That's what it is.
Ship
I mean-
fare from New York to San Francisco is $200.
I mean, my favorite thing to do is to go into the PDF that I have and do a keyword search. It's how I found the knife rule.
That would be useful. Yes.
So there's a burro, draft horse, saddle horse, mule, ox, pony, saddlebags, buggy, 2-person, surrey, 4-person, single harness, double harness, heavy wagon, light wagon.
Shaggin' wagon.
Shaggin' wagon's
There you go,
much more
Shaggin' wagon's
expensive.
right here.
How much is it?
Priceless.
Priceless.
If I had to sell it to, like,
Diamond Jim would buy it.
The mayor of Reno.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
Diamond Jim would buy it in a second. I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna say $150.
Ooh, Elias.
Well, I got good news and bad news.
The good news is you have it. And the bad news is you don't have it.
Yeah. Good news is combined, we probably have it. The bad news is I don't alone.
Really?
And Abe's allowance just
I'm
got
a writer.
But I thought you were published.
Yeah, have I gotten any residual checks anytime
Any
soon?
royalties?
All right,
Uh,
Elias, how much do you need? Fuck's sakes. How much?
Well, I got 70's all I got to my name.
How much is the boat again?
150.
Okay, so I give Elias $100.
All right. Elias does not pay.
I'm expecting.
Time to skip
I'm-
town.
Yeah.
You
No,
better keep
I mean,
Abe and Doritos.
What do you mean? No, you're not going to take my money?
no, I'll take your money. I'm just wondering, is there, would
That was
do
awfully quick there, son.
we just
Was
say
it
this guy died in his own boat?
So you're saying we should skip town
No, I'm saying that.
and not
that-
pay him for the boat that you sank?
The Baroness. The Baroness has given the players 1,000 bits. My favorite Twitch.
We
user.
have missed you.
Yes, it is so good to see the Baroness in the chat.
To the players.
Thank you so much.
You missed
Thank
two
you.
of them almost dying.
Yeah, we had to spend all of our luck to not die. It was bad.
So okay, so I'm gonna go with him. Well, there probably isn't a boat store, so
No, someone's
No,
gonna make
what do
him
you-
a boat.
I mean, he could drink it all away for we care. I mean, let's go.
all right. I'm
Give me
gonna
money.
I'm
Let's
gonna
get outta
go
here.
give him the money. Thank you for
But Elias, did
Cover
you
it.
sink the boat?
Yeah, what exactly
No,
happened?
the fish people sunk the boat, but I did
Why are
pull
you-
my rifle on him and I tried to knock him out with the butt of it.
Ah,
And
this is to not get
Yeah.
arrested.
yes, that's what it is.
Not at all.
This is-
Not at all.
I'm
basically like-
I'm just gonna walk over here with my fingers in my ears, pretend I didn't hear any of that.
And somehow he still is not upset at Elias.
He was
He's a
upset
little upset.
until I said I'd pay him for the boat.
And by you.
I mean, if
paying
you recall, pretty much everything Isaiah's done has just been to raise the price on you every time something like that happens.
Yeah.
So. The Baroness has also given me 500
Ooh,
bits.
That's one of these guys.
I know.
Unnecessary.
Thank you.
That is completely. It's appreciated, but not needed. You don't need it.
My favorite Twitch user for a reason.
He can kill us, or at least almost kill us, without using bits.
I don't have luck anymore to stave off death.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
as
I gotta-
you guys can see, that tavern upkeep goes up little bits every time somebody donates bits. So it's
Yeah.
nice to watch that happen.
So yeah, you spend the rest of this day figuring out, and you're going to be on the morning train to Green Bay.
And we're packing everything up, right?
Oh yeah.
You,
Yeah, we're
all
not
right, so
going
you are moving to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Green Bay is a bigger town than Sheboygan. It's a company town. There is, everybody there. Sheboygan is a fishing town. Green Bay is the packers were literally canning
Meatpacking.
and meat packing, and so
And it's also a paper mill town. So it's
yep,
logging.
there's so basically the entire as you come in over this has nothing to do with the actual geography of Green Bay, but the train comes over a rise and you sort of see below you the city laid out, and the shoreline is basically a bunch of brick buildings that are the various businesses. So for the canning stuff, for the fish canning, boats will literally just come right up to the building, unload their fish. The fish will go in and get canned, and they will get sent out. And so, there's the shoreline is docks and factories pretty much the whole way around. And there's a number of there's a number of other factories, the paper mills and that sort of thing also throughout town. And you easily find a hotel, a place to stay. And I guess do you want to like look around?
Yeah, look around for that sign.
Yeah,
Sure.
the can has information on it, right? Typically, they would have something about.
Yeah, you've got the name of the place, the Star Shore Cannery. It is one of the canneries on the lake, and when you get there, it seems like it is not that active.
Oh, do they do tours?
There's like a single like watchman basically sitting in a little wooden booth.
Is there a hotel that kind of is across the street or overlooks it or anything like that?
You can find one that's close to it, and if
Okay,
you get an
nothing where
upper
we could
room,
just,
you could
like,
probably see the building.
See an entrance?
From
Sure.
the roof, maybe?
Sure.
If we want to set up camp up there. But that sounds
Old.
like something we're going to have to do. I mean, we can we can go up to them and tell them that we're looking for fish products for our inn back in Reno. See if we can get a tour of the place.
Interesting.
Who has business
looking to-
skill? You know
We
what?
all look at Abe.
Yeah, we were looking to can some,
I'll
we're thinking about canning sausages.
well, we could I suspect can I use fast talk?
Perhaps a ham?
No, they make anchovies. It's anchovies or sardines, I forget.
Anchovies.
Anchovies. Yeah, we think there's going to be a huge demand for anchovies in Reno.
So are you just
anchovies
walking
are-
up to this poor watchman who is unprepared for your silliness?
No one is ever prepared for our silliness.
We
Not
just
even
need him to point us at someone, and then yeah.
All right, how do? What can I do for you?
We heard this cannery makes a fine sardine products, and we're on business from Reno, and we're very interested in seeing if we can set up a deal.
Oh, you want to talk
China.
business?
Hmm?
You want to talk business?
Yeah, can you get us pointed at someone who can help?
You're gonna need to talk to Mr. McCormick. He works nights. Most of them folks work nights.
Oh, would you be able to help us set up a meeting?
Well, you come back tonight, Mr. McCormick will be here, and you just ask for him.
Fantastic.
You just tell him old Clem sent you.
Thank you,
He
Clem.
won't know who I am, but maybe put in a good word for me.
Doing an outstanding job, Clem.
Thank you kindly. So yeah, you will, you can burn the rest of the day relaxing a little. You watch the place from your room, and yeah, it seems like it is very quiet. Clem does not have a hard job. There's nothing going on during the day.
So no movement in any windows or anything. It is not active during the day.
It is not active during the day, and that is unique.
So what are the other canneries?
The other canneries, there are ships, there are boats coming in, unloading stuff. There are boats taking stuff out. The other canneries are very active.
This is
doesn't
gonna be
seem
easy.
right. No, this doesn't seem right. I mean, why?
No.
I mean, this guy told us to come back at night.
Yeah. They're fish
Why?
people.
Can't fish people be out during the day?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't
they're
know how.
smuggling. They're not legit. This is exactly what we'd expect. But this
No.
is great because we can come back another time, tell Clem that McCormick told us that we could come in, set things up. No one's going to be there during the day. The rest of y'all can see during the day.
What?
And then what? We just blow up and then leave Clem as like the only witness to say, "Oh yeah, these 4 people just came in and blew up the entire cannery."
Clem, help! Come in here.
Well, we don't necessarily. It would be better if we could nip this at its source.
So if we find out where their boats are coming from.
Yeah, stop the spawning, and I'm not opposed to blowing up.
Well, I think this cannery thing seems to be a big operation of getting these things out there. If we disrupt this, I think then they're limited to the lake, and they're not going to be spreading. And I think that we can sell that to the weird Earth people things.
I mean, we can do both.
Well, so we know about three sides of this particular operation. We know about the spawning grounds, we know about the cannery, and we know about the smugglers. Of those 3, the one that's going to be the easiest to deal with is the cannery, because that's the easiest to find.
Because we found it.
Exactly. So
and it's not underwater.
It's not underwater. It's not in some weird cave. It is out here looking all proper and shit.
And there's certainly not passages under it.
If we could set this building up to blow, wait till they're inside and then bring it down.
I like that.
Because then Clem wouldn't get in trouble.
I mean, you'd probably want to maybe make sure everyone in there is fish people before you do that.
Your attitude is fish people, Ezra.
You know, I've heard that before.
Have you started worshiping Father Dagon and Mother Hydra? Is that where we're going with this?
It's Deep One month at Quests and Chaos.
Apparently, although for redacted reports, it's been Deep One like 4.5 months.
Then why did Frost Maiden kill the fish person?
You know,
Wow.
Had to have the sacrificial one to get rid of the rest of them.
I mean, you guys couldn't kill any, so somebody had to kill one.
Wow.
I blew one up the other week.
She's my girlfriend. You know.
Not anymore, she ain't.
She's your ghoul friend at this point.
Oops.
Oh, that's right. They were ghouls.
Chat. Run.
Why did we make a deal with ghouls when they ate our horses?
To survive? How about that?
I mean, we did make the deal before we found out they ate our horses, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we were trapped underground with no way to get out.
Right.
There is none of that too.
And they are going to help us destroy that artifact.
Right, and that's the biggest thing going on, I think, is that dealing with that artifact. Fuck.
And they're enemies of the great race.
Which is a good thing. I know almost
a great thing.
Boo!
And wait, and the fish people are in league with them.
So all fish people need to die, and anyone associated with fish people can also die.
Abe had an association with a fish person.
The word associate is in some serious quotes.
What kind of
Present company
diseases?
excluded.
What kind of horrible diseases could you get from a fish person? I'm just curious.
Ooh.
The scales.
Salmonella.
Fish herpes.
We've just figured out that Abe's a very selfish lover. No, sorry. Shellfish lover is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like the night of dad jokes.
This is the stuff that I cut out of redacted reports because it derails so hard.
I'm losing sanity. How many did I just lose?
5. You need to fight.
Oh, this is Elias' character sheet. It's not me.
So yeah, you hang around, and that night you see everybody else goes dark, and the Star Shore Cannery is lit up like a Christmas tree, and it is working hard.
Mm.
And there are boats coming in and leaving.
Can I borrow that spyglass? I want to
There you go.
track. There we go.
Nice.
I want to track one of the boats with the spyglass.
All right. So you lose it right about up here somewhere. It sails out into the lake.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When I'm looking at it, a boat is a pretty damp place. Am I seeing? I mean, it's dark, but do I see anything that looks fishy?
So the boat is pretty. Oh, you don't care that it's dark. Make me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Are there dice that haven't betrayed me today? Not really.
I've used up all the hundreds on these.
Well, that's something. I got a 75. Not great, but it's a success.
All right, with a success, there are people on the deck, but you don't really see. Nobody has gills or anything like that you can see.
Those are usually around. Never mind. So yeah, I'll just track them and watch what paths. Do they seem to be coming from any particular direction?
Well, they're all coming from the south, basically, because the bay, that Green Bay is in, comes down here, and so they're all coming probably from the lake, somewhere in the lake, into down into the bay.
Okay.
So Susanna, can you figure out, they're dropping off fish?
It looks like both. There's
right?
some boats that are coming in or dropping stuff off, and then other boats are coming in that get loaded up and go out. Because some are fishing boats, some are storage boats, shipping boats. The ones that are shipping out tend to be more like barges, basically.
Okay. So there's no way to tell what direction they might be coming from for a spawning ground area.
Unless the spawning ground is in Green Bay itself, you've got the lake over here.
Okay.
Or unless somebody wants to volunteer to be a fisherman, and get on that boat and get a job.
Man, when I was in college, there were constant ads on our little in our school post office that was not a real post office, that for go fish, be a fisher person in Alaska for 2 months, you'll make thousands of dollars. It was kind of weird.
You will make ridiculous amounts of money out on the fishing boats, and you'll be. It is very dangerous.
Yeah, it's not fun work. Yeah,
my dad did that for years before he helped build the pipeline.
Also semi-dangerous.
Yeah, my dad has never done the easy jobs.
There you go. Are you gonna go over to the cannery during the night?
Not by myself, but is anyone coming with?
Abe, I think that's you. You
What
can
am I asking this guy?
fast
Hey.
talk canned
So,
sausages, or you're looking
what's,
for a cannery to
So let's figure out what questions am I asking, because if not, I'm just gonna roll in and be like, hey, where's your baby death fish?
baby sausage.
No, I was. We can talk about getting anchovies out in Reno.
That would be good.
It's an easy lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to find out who supplies the sausage, or I'm sorry, the fish.
Well, because we want to make sure we're getting quality anchovies
Mm-hmm.
from the Great Lake.
Are anchovies a lake fish?
No, they're not technically.
You can make a natural world roll.
I will. I think can I make this, because I know this, and I would assume. Jared,
I just said it out loud. Oh wow! I totally made it.
Yep.
Anchovies are definitely not a.
Mhm.
Does
not
it say
a lake
sardines
fish.
or anchovies on the side of the tin?
It says anchovies. Sardines are also not a lake fish.
So, well, I mean, so this is just straight up a front.
What?
Whatever brought you to that conclusion?
Mhm. So we're gonna walk in and be.
Well, I mean, why
We're
even
dumb.
pretend? Why even pretend?
Well, because we want to get a look at the place.
Wait, wow.
I mean, we want to see all your baby fish.
We want to
Yeah.
see the layout of the place before we just want to see what they're doing.
I think we just break in during the day when it's light out.
But
When you're not-
Clem, poor
when you're
Clem.
We'll send Clem to lunch. Doesn't Clem get a lunch break?
We were watching the building. Did he get a lunch break?
He like pulled out a little sandwich at some point.
Ooh.
Gotta buy that man a burger.
Clem needs a union.
Mm. Oh, I imagine in the company town there aren't a lot of unions, are there?
Probably not.
Also, it's 1870.
There's actually a really interesting labor history in Green Bay.
You know, maybe we could break up the union if there is one here.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can wait for the day.
Well, I don't know. I don't know
I
what
mean,
the
we
plan
can
is.
go in and talk to
Yeah, this
guy.
is an
I feel
easy
like-
way to go in, look
Yeah.
around, have a look at the equipment.
And we still have to break in during the day anyway, but
Mm.
And if we have a lay of the land before we go in, we're spending, like, if I was to just go in and set up explosives, it's going to take time to figure out. If I can see the place beforehand, it is to my benefit.
all right, everybody, put on your dress poncho. Let's go talk to a man about a fish.
That whole sentence is perfect.
I pull out my finest poncho.
Wow.
This is the one that has the tuxedo along the front, right?
Mhm.
Oh, it's that kind of t-shirt thing.
So you will head over and you kind of walk up to the door, and a young woman will see you come in the door and says, "How can I help you?"
Yes, Clem told us to speak to Mr. McCormick about we would like to set up a business deal. We're interested.
Oh, Mr. McCormick. Okay, hold on one second. I'll go get him. And she'll walk off. And so you're in like this little front office area that has paperwork and stuff all around it. There's a hum of activity all through. Like as she pushes the little flapping door open, there's like a hum of activity out on the floor as things are, all sorts of things are happening that you kind of don't understand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of noise. And a gentleman will come in, and he's kind of rough dressed. He's wearing like flannel. He's got a vest on. Do you want to do something before he?
Oh
comes
no,
in?
because you were saying it's hard to understand. I specifically want to figure out things. Would that be like a?
Well, once you get on the floor, that'll help. From here, you can't really. From like you're just looking through the door as it opened when she went out. But
Anybody want to look on the desk? I don't have really that kind of thing. But
So there is. I just assumed we were in a waiting room that doesn't have really anything in it. Or is it her? Is it her desk?
her desk is there.
you said paperwork everywhere, so that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, can I peek over and see if like what it is? Is it invoices? Is it?
It looks like invoices, a lot of shipping manifests.
Okay. And so from the shipping manifest, can I glean any information? I mean, is it?
Make me an accounting roll.
Oh,
Well, I don't have an account. I'm like, let's just.
dumb
see what-
stat.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I have some, but
I mean, so you're,
Are we all
you
just
don't
leaning
want to
over?
be,
Well,
you're very conscious of not being like, I'm going to be looking in your book when she comes back in. So you sort of hurry, but you definitely see like shipping manifests for, they're getting cans brought in. They don't make the cans here. So they're getting cans brought in from Pittsburgh, and they are getting fish brought in from the great, like, it seems like fish that, they contract with a fishing company in Sheboygan.
Okay. Can I tell? Because that's the one thing that I would be looking for is the names of the fishing boats that are coming in and dropping the fish off.
You're gonna need more time to get the names of the
Okay.
boats.
What's the name
So
of the company in Sheboygan?
the name of the company, yeah, you can get that. The name of the company is Vague Allusion to Deep One's Fishing Company. Let's see, what am I gonna call it?
Oh, I was like, I thought that was the name of the company. I was like, damn,
what?
just printed on the side.
How did we not notice that building?
Yeah.
Devil's
Um,
Reef, or is that two on the nose?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Reefers. Just
It
A
is.
red herring fishing company. We never expected that to be it.
Oh, that's good. Let's call them
Deepwater fishing.
I love it. Deep water fishing.
Excellent.
I prefer red herring fishing company.
Yeah, red herring fishing is very good.
That's a good one.
MacGuffin Industries.
Plot hook.
Yeah, that's right. And so this gentleman who seems, probably he introduces himself as Miles McCormick. He is the owner of Starshore Cannery. And Abe, make me a credit rating roll.
Oh Jesus! I'm like, oh Jesus, that's a 5.
Oh my!
Yeah. Oh
Look
my!
at that,
I got
Lydia.
it.
At that. You got it.
You spent
Yes,
too much
I
time in
definitely-
Wisconsin.
All
It's
right,
an
so
extreme
he
success.
he comes in and he walks right over to Abe and he says, "Mr. Froman, I'm a big fan of your father's company."
Ah, good to finally meet you, sir. We've heard about your little operation here, and we were interested in partaking in some of the night. We understand that you can during the evening, which would actually increase our productivity. So we not only have canning coming out of the day factories, but we also have evening factories. And so my father sent me up here to just see if I could take a look around. Maybe
Oh,
take
well,
you to
that's
dinner,
great.
see what's happening.
I don't know. Canning sausage is sort of a strange idea.
Well, here's an idea. They're going to be in a sauce, and they're going to be tiny.
Eh. That sounds crazy to me, but
Revolutionary.
but I'm happy, of course. I mean, you need no introduction, and I'm happy to show you around. That's no problem. And so he'll take you on a full tour, and
Mhm.
he explains that they actually operate during the night because they've found that he gives you some. He gives you he says that they've found that they can get workers. They can get more workers to work the night shift than they can the day shift.
Mhm.
All the day shift workers are taken up by the other, whereas everyone's trying to get an extra
I mean,
shift.
he says we have less competition for the workforce. We pay a little more, and it allows for us to have more, a better pool of employees, and also it really helps. We get a very good rate from the fishing company as they're bringing in their goods. So as you can see here, and he'll walk you through. So the floor of this thing is 8 long assembly lines that start at the water. So the things come in the docks, and they have these huge nets of fish that just get dumped down, and they will, and then they get dumped into these bins, and the bins are a little elevated and sloped, and so the fish start to slide down into various slots that go to the 8 different assembly lines, and then the assembly lines are just a long series of wheels, and so the fish go along there, and at each one, this guy's only job is to cut the head off. This guy's job is to cut the tail off, that sort of thing. And so, I mean, it doesn't look, you don't see any, baby fish people getting put into cans. This all seems to be on the up and up, although gosh, what would this be? You can all make natural world rolls.
Can I though?
I
You
was
may
gonna say,
attempt a natural roll.
There we are.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
A regular.
Yeah, anybody who
God.
makes it, these aren't anchovies. This is some sort of whitefish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 19.
What do the cans say that they're getting on? Like the labels, like the
Oh,
end
all
of the
the
line.
cans
The
say
labels.
anchovies.
Yeah. Whitefishes come from lakes.
Okay. Mr. McCormick, so just looking at these cans, how big are the cans? Just
Cans are about, maybe they're like a can of corn size.
okay.
Are they the same labels that we have?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Could we see the so what kind of deal do you have with the actual can manufacturer?
Well, there's a company out of Pittsburgh that big steel town. They make but they've also got a nice 10 company there. We get a really good deal on the cans. They come in by train once a week. We bring them in, and we're buying about 10,000 cans a month.
Okay. And the cans come pre-stamped, right? So it's
They come pre-labeled, yeah.
okay.
And so we, as you can see here, we insert the fish in the can, and then we seal the can.
Mhm.
That's an important part of the process. One of the hardest parts. We use a press. So here they're removing the head and the tail of the fish. Here they're curing the fish, so it's being put in a brine in the can. So the fish part of it, like the first part of the assembly line, is just the fish, and then there's the can is coming this way and getting brine, and they meet in the middle. And once they're both in the middle, the cans get put on wheeled carts that will take the carts to a separate place where the cans all get sealed with the press.
And so how many runs, like how many different types of runs do you do? I mean, is it just the whitefish that come through, or
Oh no, these are anchovies.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna let that slide.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to change the press, not the press over, but like, what do you, I don't know the real words to it. You want to change the manufacturing cycle over to sausages, how long would it take, and how long would it take back, and like, what's your downtime? And
Well, I
just
mean,
kinda asking them like all these questions about like, if you were going to can little cocktail sausages, how would
Right.
you run it into your,
Well, he's distracted. Can I I'm looking to see if like anyone's putting like eggs or anything in there. I'm assuming that's where we can't see it, but my guess would be they're putting fish food in the can for the fish babies to eat on their trip. That's what I suspect. I don't trust these people calling these things anchovies.
You don't see any evidence of that, but make me a spot hidden roll.
Damn it. Stupid never being good at spot hidden. Oh, I made it. Right.
All right. So maybe there's fish eggs in the brine.
Okay.
Because there's this weird, I mean, it seems weird to you, but there's just this huge vat of brine. And one guy's job on the assembly line is take a can, dip it in, roll it down. Take a can, dip it in, roll it down.
But his hand is all pruny by the end of the night.
Well, they wear gloves, I'm sure.
Yeah.
1570?
His fingers are all gone from the fish
Yeah.
babies eating them.
I was gonna say, be glad he's still got all his fingers, otherwise.
And so it's a pretty impressive whole process going on. I mean, this clearly wasn't anything that you saw, you two, in those cans. The can that you opened.
Is looking at this guy, is he ever, like, using psychology, is he ever like suspicious?
Make a
Or-
psychology roll.
Yeah, make a psychology roll, they said.
It'll
one
be
and
fun, they
Um,
said.
This is this guy, he's answering every one of Abe's questions,
Can I wander off a bit and get an eye on where they're actually doing the closing of the can? Because before then would be the time to.
Mhm.
Sure. You wander over to the press, and essentially it's a big weight that squishes the lid down and seals it with pressure.
But
And
is anyone doing anything? I'm looking for the funny business.
you don't see any funny business.
No finny business either. Huh?
Boo.
I'm not even looking at the chat anymore.
Yeah, I glance at it every now and again, and I'm just like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Hmm.
I want to go and look at the big brine barrel and just
All right,
see
yeah, that
what's
is
on the
definitely
inside.
like, that stands out to you as being a strange thing.
Like, yeah, especially because there's not just like, you would think that it would just fill up the can with
It's
not
yeah,
something
it's
dipping a
it's
can
so
in.
this almost seems to you like a weird salty syrup.
Anything floating in it? Any eggs or any
I mean, it's kind of viscous,
Hmm.
sea monkeys?
but you don't see any evidence of, there's not like big old eggs floating in it or anything like that. Scotch eggs or.
Well, they don't need to be. They can be subtle. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. Some.
I mean,
Abe, you notice the workers are like, the workers seem they're just doing their work and that sort of thing.
nobody's looking at us like, God, get the hell out of here so we can get back to like putting fish people in these cans.
No, nobody's.
I mean,
Uh,
can I get close to
Is there-
the brine as well? Have it?
yeah. He'll take it right, and he'll say, like, when he sees that, he goes, "Oh yeah, that is our proprietary recipe. It is a preservative that keeps the fish in the can fresh as if it were caught out of the ocean. There's some water in there. There's some gelatin in there. There's when I say water, I mean salt water. There's some salt water. There's some gelatin in there. And when you open up the can, you get that beautiful whiff of the ocean.
So are we you guys can finish whatever you're doing, but like before we leave, I definitely want to ask him for a couple samples of the cans. Like I want a couple cans to take with me.
Oh, sure. He'll hand you a couple. He's like, yeah, let me. We'll take them right off the line here, and he hands you a couple
Awesome.
cans.
All right, gentlemen, any other questions?
What kind of capacity do you have available for? This seems to be a pretty big operation. Do you have hours available? And maybe it's a daytime shift if we get the right.
I mean, if you could get the workers, there could be a daytime shift. I mean, how would the sausages be brought in?
Well, just looking at your operation, I mean, typically we use freight or train for our transportation, but I think possibly branching off into shipping might work. Just looking at your operation here, where it just basically they get offloaded just like the fish do.
Yeah. I mean, one thing we found with shipping is we've really increased our sales to Europe.
Oh heck.
But we ship all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and we're just starting to expand our market in Europe.
Where else? Any other big sales areas for you?
Charleston, South Carolina, we do very well in, and New Orleans, but New Orleans is a bit of a trek, all the way around to the Gulf. Usually, we'll drop them off in Charleston, and then a train will take them to New Orleans.
Would there be any way to tell if there's like a basement level to this place, or somewhere
whole
or there
other-
could be another assembly line that we're not aware of?
So, I mean, you don't see any stairways or anything like that. There's it's pretty much one big warehousey room with that small office in the front. There are two closed rooms on the same, up at the front. So the front is essentially two offices off to the side, and then that center office you came in. All three, the building, the room you came in had a door to the outside and a door into the warehouse. The other two just have doors into the warehouse.
Is the floor? What's the floor? Is the floor concrete?
The floor is pretty gross. The floor is actually the floor is slightly sloped towards the lake, and is corrugated so that stuff like slips down. It's pretty slippery.
Oh, that's great for fish people. I bet they love that. Huh. I don't know. Anyone else?
Yeah, I got a whole lot of no questions.
Yeah.
I mean, Abe, this is your deal.
I
We're
know.
just
I
kind
asked
of
him all,
here.
I asked him all
Okay.
my questions. Like
Cool.
I'm just sort of like hand waving the whole like, what's your profit margin on per can? Like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like,
He
how much is,
and
you
he's
know,
happy to answer
yeah.
all those questions.
and like how is like the cost of tin, gone up and down since since the last 5 years, blah blah blah. What are your expectations? Like, have you looked into other, just all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm really interested is getting some of these cans.
Yep. He'll get
Here.
he gives you 3 cans.
Okay.
Are these pressed or unpressed cans?
They're pressed. Unpressed gets a little messy.
All right. So if there's nothing else, gentlemen, let's head on out. Thank
It
you
was
so
a
much for your time.
pleasure meeting you and your associates.
You too. Absolutely.
And so you own a restaurant in Reno?
It's a bar.
A bar.
It's a bar and restaurant
I see.
and gambling establishment.
Well, we'd love to expand our market on the West Coast.
Absolutely. We'll talk. I will I'll send a note. I'll have my people call your people.
We've got, there's a lot of competitors up in the Pacific Northwest, but we really think that we have a better product.
All right. So I shake his hand vigorously and I'm like, let's get out of here.
Yep.
The werewolves will never let them in there.
Yeah. So are we able to leave and we can rendezvous back in our hotel room?
Yeah, you were allowed to leave.
Yep. Okay. So I think there's something in these. I don't know.
What is going on there?
I think something's in these cans that's turning into fish people somehow.
I mean, yeah, they could put eggs in there. The fish people
That-
could eat whatever they can, and then
Oh.
And then jump out like 10 days later. We just got to watch them.
Well, we got 2 cans.
Great.
So the
How
idea.
long?
Okay, I was just thinking the idea is that they put eggs in there and the eggs hatch and eat the fish.
Yeah.
that's
I
my
mean,
guess.
I mean, he did
Mm.
mention that proprietary branding type of thing. That's
Yeah.
It's either that or they got another floor where they got another separate operation.
which we ain't gonna be able to figure out going in when there's people in there.
They're not going to be. I mean, it's clearly not anchovies, so there's no way they're able to successfully sell this. So something's fishy.
Well, no, the people buy it, they don't know.
Well, and exactly, especially if it's been hanging
Oh,
out. in
actually,
sun.
He would have at some point, McCormick would have said, like, when you were on the floor, he would say, like, I mean, look, let's be clear, Mr. Froman. These aren't anchovies.
Yeah.
We're on a lake. This is whitefish.
Yeah.
But Susie Homemaker doesn't know that. And they hear anchovies.
Mhm.
Anchovies sell for more than just whitefish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I just
All right.
assumed as much just because the brine was salty that they were trying to pass
Right.
it off like anchovies when it was just fish and salt water.
And it smells like the ocean when you open it.
It's our trademark.
Out of character, I think we're justified blowing this place up, whether or not.
I mean, when was the jungle written? I don't remember.
Nobody tell
I
Nick
thought it was
about
in
the
the
current
80s, I
seafood
think,
labeling
1880s.
problems.
I thought, yeah.
All right, this is before those changes really started happening.
Oh yeah, there's not a lot of. Yeah, there hasn't been, the labor movement is nascent at this point.
Yeah. Sinclair's The Jungle was 1906.
Okay, wow, ways away from us. All right.
So they're not hiding the fact that they're not anchovies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Not to a fellow businessman.
right, not to someone who is savvy about that sort of thing.
I mean, come on, this guy makes sausages.
It's all kinds of random parts of the pig.
So
There
the
might be
question is-
whitefish in the sausages.
And
It's highly possible. I mean, if it's cheap enough and it's Tuesday, why not?
and
McCormick-
sometimes it ain't all pig.
All right, I hate to ask this. Abe,
What?
was there anything, you think back, was there anything about Irma that could tip off if it's a
You got a whiff of the sea.
fish person or not?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I mean, she'd have to get pretty intimate with McCormick to,
Yeah. But if you need me to elaborate for your novel, for your next novel, let me know.
So I don't know. I don't know what to do. What do we do?
I mean, like
Sleep
Jared
on
said,
it?
we just sneak in during the day and just blow it up.
Well, I think we try to figure it out first and then blow it up.
Nope, that's not how we operate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, what? So, are we ever going to come to the conclusion that this isn't?
The right factory. There
How-
could be a second factory,
Well,
a secret factory.
there could be somebody just also bought these cans.
That is correct.
Oh,
Well, but it had the information of this
Damn.
particular cannery in this particular spot, and they said that the labels were printed on them when they came.
That would be yeah. And so they'd be able to, if someone else is buying a batch of these before they reach here, that would be
yeah.
a fantastic way to
Or hijack them.
throw someone
Well,
off your trail.
Yeah.
We also
Damn.
know that they're doing they're getting their fish from deep water fishing back in Sheboygan.
Ugh.
Well, again, we don't know. Those could be legitimate fish. I mean, not legitimate anchovies, but
Yeah.
Real fish, yes.
I don't know. I mean, I think we need some more information.
And
I
how
don't-
would you?
I don't know how we get it, other than we wait around and see if one of these cans hatches.
That was my plan.
all right. So we're gonna do waiting montage.
So you camp out in a motel.
Like could we get like a pane of glass or something and some weights and weigh it over? Like take the top off and watch it.
Sure, yeah, you can like.
Why don't we just put it in an aquarium? Like, why don't we just build it its own little aquarium?
It doesn't have the special unless we're filling that aquarium full of special.
We just get a jar, empty the can into the jar, see what
ooh,
happens.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, you do that. You pour all the contents into a jar, and it's on a shelf.
What a smarty pants.
And
oh, we could just take a freaking week off too. This is justification.
Yeah.
To do nothing for a week.
yeah, I
Just
mean,
to
if you
heal.
want, you can
I want all my
just
hit
like
points
watch
back.
this jar for a week.
So
So
not intently, we check on it. It's something we have, but we're going out to nice restaurants and
yeah, you're
Gambling.
up and
We find a place to
Okay.
gamble. We find a place to
gambling
gamble. yeah.
over here.
I mean, not officially. There's places that the workers go that are a little rough and tumble.
Jared, you could pass. You could pass off and maybe
Yeah.
talk to some of the workers and see what's up. And we could do
Yeah.
some more.
Eli's like, you seem working class, my good man.
I could.
Yeah.
That is something I could do.
You understand the calluses on hands that I will never experience.
Yeah. No, we could go. That would be. I want to go. I want to go gambling. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you can find some bars that will have some gambling and that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
And you will, so 3 days pass, and
The fish is not hatched.
the fish doesn't seem to have changed.
Just 3 days. We don't know how long it takes. How long? But I'd like to do a natural world.
I think this would be a Cthulhu mythos.
The gestation
Why?
of a
Fish people are probably somewhere in between people and fish. So I just
somewhere between like
9 months
that
and
long,
yeah.
Okay, Silvano, after taking a chomp off of those things.
fine. Okay, Cthulhu mythos. I'm not gonna make this.
I predict he makes it.
I do too.
One dice fell off. However, one dice is double zeros. So there is
a chance.
a
I'm
3% chance
just
now.
Just spend. Oh, you don't have any luck left. I'm sorry.
No luck. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I rolled a 9. Oh no, I didn't make it.
I wanted you to roll a 0.
No, that didn't happen either.
Jared spends like most of a day just staring intently at the jar, like picking it up every once in a while, and just
No, you give it time. That's the whole point. If it's somewhere between fish and person,
a watch jar never hatches.
exactly.
You got to keep it out of the sun.
Jared is very much like, this is an excuse to do nothing for a week.
Let's go to lunch.
Yeah. Hasn't changed. Guess we should go take a walk.
So yeah, you're 3 days. Nothing much happens. On the 4th day, there's a knock on your door. It's about 4 in the afternoon.
Who the hell knows that we're here? Or did
Well,
someone
the
order?
McCormick's do.
Someone get delivery?
No?
Well, then I'm gonna get my rifle.
I'm just gonna
All right.
casually like tuck my new duster behind the pistol and go answer the door.
Okay. There is a small man with tiny little glasses, wearing like a little bowler hat, carrying a brown case. And he says, excuse me, I would like to speak to the owner of the Silver Bullet Saloon in Reno.
Is everyone else in the room at the moment?
Yeah, let's see if this guy notices the rifle. No. Yes, there's a bunch of armed people like
Just hanging out.
ringing the room.
I'll look back at the others. Well, that's us.
I see. How do you do? May I come in?
Sure. What can we do you for? Step back. Still,
Wonderful.
my hand is not. I mean, it's casual. But my hand is not very far away from the pistol.
Right. He seems oblivious. He comes in and he sits down in like the one chair, and his little case is sort of resting on his lap. He says, "My name is Norbert Ebersol, and I represent some legal interests from the previous owner of the title to what was then an unnamed saloon. Dr. Oh, fudge, I should remember his name.
Peterson?
Yeah, Dr. Peterson.
Is he in need of our services again?
Well, Dr. Peterson is seeking legal injunction to dispute your ownership of said bar.
He signed it over to us.
Yes. And he has submitted a legal affidavit stating that he was both coerced and not in his right mind at the time of that signing. And so, nope, still doesn't notice. And so I am here to serve that notice and to ask you some questions about your time with Dr. Peterson.
So I step up and I'm like, well, with all due respect, Norbert Ebersol.
Mr. Ebersol, yes.
Mr. Ebersol. And you are his legal representative?
That's correct. That's correct.
If you would like to submit those questions in writing, we will peruse those and send them on to our legal representation and then reply to you within a few weeks.
Well, that's entirely appropriate. I will have a document for you within the next couple days. Are you staying in town?
At least for a day or two.
I see. Well, and what firm is your representation?
I have no idea what my dad's company
Spit
is.
and Dong, right?
Yeah, that's right. Whoever those guys
Oh.
are.
It's like, how did they know we were here? I'm
I
whispering
see.
to Susanna. How did they know that they were here?
I'm gonna glance over at him and just kind of nod a little, but not say anything.
Well, my firm, Jenkins Brown, is very interested in.
I shoot him.
Oh. So,
Could we, so your firm Jenkins Brown, have you met your employer? Have you met your
I've met the senior partners, yes.
Mr. Jenkins.
Well, we have Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Brown are both the senior partners.
and they're two people
That's how that works, yes.
and they're people.
That is also how this works, yes. What would be the other option?
They don't have a penchant for hot tubs and slippers.
Well, I'm sure they enjoy nice things.
I mean, that's just lawyers.
I happen to know that Mr. Brown enjoys a nice cigar and some brandy.
What state are they on the bar of?
Missouri. We're based out of St. Louis. Peterson, you recall, was in, I think it was Kansas City.
Right. It's just also is this going to be filed in Missouri? We're gonna have to go all the way back there to deal with this.
Well, since the bar is in Nevada, should legal action become necessary, it would be in the Nevada jurisdiction.
And is your firm able to practice law there?
We would seek representation with a Nevada firm to represent our interests in that matter.
Just seems odd to have things going across state and territory borders like that.
Well, it's very common in the legal world, and each state has its own, and he'll start blathering on about interstate legal stuff.
And Susanna just smiles and patiently blinks because interterritorial thing is more her things.
Right.
But
Essentially each state has its own standards for the bar. Some states have reciprocity. So if you pass the bar in this state, they will accept that. In the 1870s, not very many states had that. It was, although the New York bar was pretty reciprocal. Like if you passed the New York State bar, you're one of them big city attorneys.
Okay, so as soon as he's done, I'm gonna just shake his hand and be like, well, we'll We look forward to your submission. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Eversole, quick question for you.
Yes.
We've been on this trek we're on. How'd you find us?
Oh my, you led me on a merry chase, I must say. Although I mean this in the nicest possible way. I followed a trail of mayhem.
Well, he's not wrong.
Well, hold on, but no, that doesn't explain this place in the last place. There was next to no mayhem.
Almost no mayhem.
Well, I don't like to give away my investigation secrets, but if I heard about dynamite going off in weird places, I stuck a pin in the map.
And you arrived here through complete coincidence.
Sure, let's say that. And you are also, you're fairly distinctive. Mr. Froman is something of a Midwest celebrity.
Somebody talked.
I mean, of course.
Well, it also didn't help that like we're at the front desk going, how do you get on the train to Green Bay?
You guys, the Great Dane Society does not believe in backup hotels.
At least not this version of the Great Dane Society, no.
Well, I couldn't. So, I mean, you traveled all this way. We can't leave you empty-handed. If you could forward those documents over. But,
of course.
How about a can of anchovies for your troubles?
I'm sorry?
Kind of reaches one of the cans.
All right, and you hand him.
Hold on, is that legal to do?
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Nope, never mind. Sorry.
You
I
can't
got
be giving
confused.
gifts to.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't accept your kind gift of canned fish. Is that some sort of local tradition? I don't.
Yes.
In Green Bay, yes, the canned fish. It's weird. It's weird that's why we have them. People are like, have a can of fish. We're like, oh, okay.
I see.
And we're trying to regift it. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
I see. Well, I've done a fair amount of as I was tracking you, I've done a fair amount of interviews with people that you've interacted with.
Did you talk to Santa Ana?
No.
Oh, yeah, weird guy. Anyway.
Let me make a history roll. Is Santa his first name?
No, it's one of his mini names, though. So.
Oh.
Deposed president. Anyway.
Well, I must say you have you have cut a colorful swath across the country. And if you'll excuse my forthrightness, there's a number of unexplained circumstances involved in your cases.
I'm sorry, sir. Are you editorializing your lawyerly comments?
Well, yes, I think that's fair to say.
I
have,
don't
as I
recognize
have,
your job.
No, I'm more I'm an enthusiastic fan of your stories. I've read some of Mr. Jackson's pieces, and werewolves. Who knew? And I've also, as I said, in the process of tracking you down, interviewed a number of people that you've interacted with, and I find your adventures exhilarating.
Ah, he's that kind of paper pusher. Got it. Okay.
Well, I will leave you to it. And
have you ever been to North Carolina?
No, I have not been
Or
to North
South Carolina. I don't really remember.
I've been to neither.
Okay.
I don't go to the South a lot.
You want to finish that sentence?
Well, I was a good union man.
Good.
All right. Well, I'm staying at the Open Arms Inn.
Open carry in. Got it.
And if and he like pulls out a card and he hands it to Abe, and he says, and should you ever require competent legal representation, I'd be happy to give you a no cost consultation.
Oh, okay.
And he'll pick up his little bag and he'll head out.
Yeah, I don't know if he, after I shut the door, I'm like, I don't know if he understands really what kind of trouble we get into.
Well, there's that. But why is Dr. Peterson showing up after all these months? If he was going to say anything about coercion or any of that kind of bullshit, you'd think he wouldn't sign, because we sure as shit didn't coerce him. Or he would have said something in the 3 months that we were getting the place refitted, or the months since then.
Make me an accounting roll.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that we turned the bar into something
Oh,
taking back.
Yeah.
is
yeah, I
what
didn't.
my
I rolled well. I got a 12, but my accounting's a 5.
Maybe you're gonna roll accounting.
I mean, there's no reason to. It just, you know what I mean? I know that it's
Use some you got all that sweet
Sweet luck.
yeah.
no. I could spend the 5 luck I do have.
But sure, that could be one thing is, now that you're actually
Yeah.
making money.
He's like, I want it back. Yeah.
I mean, as long as I'm sure that he's out of the way, I'll be like, well, I mean, he wasn't in his he seemed in his right mind when he signed, but before then he definitely wasn't.
Well, he wasn't under any duress. And that seems
just
like a
wanted
weird
it
thing to say.
Over with. Yeah.
I wasn't in my right mind, and they pick one, because if you weren't in your right mind, how would you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Seems like he's full of BS, but we already know that.
I mean, he is full of BS. He snapped out of being in his wrong mind when we left Brighton. He was, recovering and traumatized and all that, but grateful and wanted to be done with the West. Fair enough. It ain't for everyone.
So the guy who sold you guys the bar is now wanting it back?
Didn't exactly sell it to us. Gave it to us as a reward for rescuing him and his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Saving their lives.
Yeah.
Just did he pay us for that and do that, or did he just give us the bar for that? Because if we had a contract to do a job and he didn't pay us, but he gave us that, then he has no that's just out of character me thinking.
Sure.
No, I thought he gave us money up front.
Some money up front,
There
which
was
we
some
used to
money
buy
up front.
horses.
But did he pay us at the end, or did he give us that? Because if he didn't pay us at the end, then it's like this was for services rendered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have a contract that he he
Yeah.
officially signed
Yeah.
a thing saying, he gave you the title.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
Oh.
no.
Oh,
no.
the fish! The fish is finally nibbling on the fishy stuff. It's finally happening.
Oh, man. I missed
Oh,
this one.
hard.
Okay.
It's a hard.
All right. The fish. So you got a hard success, Elias, and Jared, you got a stupid success.
I got a
All right,
regular.
so
success.
you
Regular.
two,
Regular.
all right, so Jared and Elias, you notice that on the chair that Ebersol was sitting in, there's a handkerchief.
It is that stupid.
It's
rat.
so hard to not metagame and check for our
Yeah, I'm
rating.
glad that wasn't just me. Because my immediate reaction, because Alexandria is screaming in the back of my head, is burn it, burn it.
Yeah. But no, I think Jared's gonna be more like, that's disgusting, and pick it up and go to the door and see if he's still out there and call for him.
All right, you pick it up and it moves. Like as you go to reach for it, the the handkerchief moves.
Now you shoot it.
Here's what's funny. It's Jared still has a rifle in his other hand.
It's true.
It's not funny at all.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Hold on to what? It's a moving handkerchief. He brought.
Yeah,
in
I'm
some
getting
sort
ready
of-
to shoot.
No. I'm gonna throw it out the door. I'm gonna grab it from
Oh.
Jared and
All right.
throw it out the door.
So Jared is lining up with his other hand, the rifle, and Elias just walks up and grabs the.
I'm running. I think I'm running. I'm moving quick. This
All right,
is.
you grab the handkerchief and you like turn to run, and all of a sudden your hand is covered as the handkerchief is expanding. And you look down at your hand and it's just like covered in cloth.
Now
Do I
we're
take
gonna
the
have to
shot?
shoot your
Do I
hand.
take the shot?
You're
gonna have to shoot his hand.
Don't shoot. There,
It's
Not
now
a writer.
it's now to about here.
Oh
I
gosh,
can't
not a
throw it
writer's
off.
hand.
It doesn't shoot
And
off.
you are trying to get it off. Do you want to try and pull it off with your other hand?
Yes.
Is there
All
a
right,
fireplace? Is there a stove or something in here with fire that I can drag his hand to?
There's a yes, there's a stove. So make me a strength roll, Elias.
Regular, but it could be a hard if I needed it to be a hard.
Would you like it to be a hard?
God, I am blowing through the luck. I'm gonna spend the luck.
You're just
not as
gonna-
bad as I did.
Yeah.
So that's a hard success.
All right,
Yeah.
so you grab the edge of this handkerchief and you're like pulling it so it's not getting any more distance on you. But it is it's weird to the touch because it feels like a handkerchief. But now that you're looking at it, you notice there are like weird runes on it.
I'm almost certain that this is going to work like a leech. I'm going to drag Elias over to the stove.
All right, Jared is trying to put your hand in the coals.
That's fine.
I
That's
figured
fine.
you would be okay with that.
Better than
Yep.
the shooting, yeah.
All right,
Just
well,
enough- I'm not trying to like immolate his hand. It's just get enough. Again, it's like you get something hot near a leech and it'll drop off.
so are you're trying to put his hand close to the coal.
His hand's going to be hot, but I'm not just straight up catching his hand on fire.
Well, we'll
Well, the
find out what
handkerchief
happens
is-
next week.
No!
Stars and stones. All right.
That's gonna do it for Quests and Cthulhu tonight. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, your bits, the inspiration that the players really used. Squeal, we've still got yours ready to go, so that's great. The Baroness even stopped by. It was a what a good night. What a good night. I got to give two players. That's called the pulp death in Cthulhu, because in pulp Cthulhu you can use all your luck to avoid death.
Yeah, I have questions about that, but I'll save those for the after show.
Yes.
Here we go. So again, Monday we've got Swords and Sages, our new show, which features one sword and no sages. We've got and then Saturday we're back to find out what this weird handkerchief is going to do to Elias Jackson's writing hand. It's carving his fingers down as we speak. Just let's see our quotes from this time. I don't know how you're going to beat "I would love my fish baby." It's just
I would
classic.
care for it.
Dying isn't fun either. How am I going to explain this to the authorities? Elias, get the bucket. A stroke of a lot of luck. Fish babies, is that like a candy? And my poncho. You carry the poncho, I'll carry the can. We just have to start spraying water on everyone in town. I wrote this down to try and figure it out, and it doesn't make any more sense. Maybe a small victory is better than a total win.
I think he meant a total loss, but
Put on your dress,
better than nothing.
put on your dress poncho, and I think the other strong contender is we figure it out first and blow it up. But I don't know. How do you beat "I would love my fish baby"? That is
Yes.
you can't.
I
You
think
can't.
that's the winner.
Yes.
some
Winner.
pretty classic stuff.
I'm just saying is that if my father was like, you can't have that abomination in the house, I'd be like, no, Dad, that's my child.
I feel like this conversation has happened before.
Yeah,
That
it's
that
going to
child
the finest schools.
That
that
child,
child would totally end up at the lake house.
the lake house. Thank you.
Yeah. There's a suspicious looking servant at the lake house. Thank you so much, YouTube, for your likes and your subscribes. And don't forget the podcast. I always sleep on the podcast. You can listen to the Great Dane Society wherever you get podcasts. If you still get podcasts. I think I don't know what I use, but I find it on there. We're on Spotify now, which is crazy.
Yes, and in fact, links to almost all of those things are at questandcast.com/podcast.
There you go. You can go to our website and find that out. And our Discord and our Patreon are both awesome. Our Discord, by the way, let me make this clear. A lot of places you go to, they say, if you're a Patreon at a certain level, you get access to the Discord. No, come to our Discord. Jump in.
Well, actually, Patreon, you get access to a fantastic portion of the Discord, only available to patrons.
But the general Discord is available to everyone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's epic. It's epic.
Do that stuff.
the
And it's
Patreon
just a really fun community. A lot of great discussion about GMing and about like different rules systems and game systems that I quite like. But you know, our Patreons do get the after show for everything. And so we're going to go so we can start Last Call of Cthulhu. So I think all that's left to say is goodbye, internet friends.